What is going on, Headliner Nation? It is Sunday once again. We've made it through another week of work or whatever else you did this week, whatever it was. And Kyle, it's here. It's finally here. People are starting to do some fantasy football drafts. We're looking forward to it. A lot of people doing a little bit more early drafting than I possibly had expected, but I guess when people are just so starved for sports, they're going to start drafting a little bit earlier. Usually I always try to wait till the end of August, but people are already starting. And tonight is all about the people, right? We got some draft guides to give away. I got a couple here that are being donated by some MVP members of our Patreon team. So, definitely looking forward to that. If you haven't gotten your draft guide yet, tonight is the night to make sure you're ready to go. But otherwise, me and Kyle, we're just going to be pushing all things fantasy football tonight, trying to get as many questions answered in the next 90 minutes or so, kind of see how it goes. But Kyle, this is our time to shine. Kyle, you ready to live stream?
You know what it's time for?
What is it time for, Kyle?
Push it real good.
Okay, that's enough. Before everybody leaves at the start.
Sorry.
Our boy Nick out there telling people to smash the like button. Nick, we greatly appreciate that, man. Seeing our boy Kalafa Kingston out there. Jake Kyle, what's up, guys? Love the draft guide. Thank you very much, my friend. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I mean, I'm not going to give away draft guides right at the beginning. We're going to here in a little bit, but we got to make sure we hit those likes. I'm going to say 250 likes is going to be the first draft guide we give away. We're already at 40. Just for the first one. Just to kind of wet the whistle a little bit, Kyle.
Just to titillate the people a little bit?
That's right. We like to titillate around here. Well, some of us do. It just all depends. Let's get right into the questions, Kyle, because I know the chat's going to start going crazy here.
I love it.
Once people get their notifications and start watching. And the first question I see is Sherwin. Sherwin, I can't say your last name. It is Adagechi. That's what I'm going to go with. He says Nick Chubb or Josh Jacobs in a PPR. This is a little tough, right? Because these are two guys that we both really, really like. Mm-hmm. We like Chubb. We like Josh Jacobs. The potential PPR upside for a Josh Jacobs this year is going to be there. A lot of people worried about Nick Chubb, even though they shouldn't be as worried. In my opinion, I still think Chubb may be safer, but in a PPR league, the higher upside, if they can really get Josh Jacobs involved in the passing game and he can get in the vicinity of 50 to 60 receptions, we could be sitting pretty here with some Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I have Josh Jacobs a few spots higher. And all of the talk of the sighting of Theo Riddick.
Really? No. It's Theo Riddick.
If you weren't worried about Jalen Richard and you weren't worried about, Bowden there now, I mean, why are we going to be worried about Theo Riddick all of a sudden? So no, I'm not worried about it at all. Owen Baldridge wants to know, should he trade Deontay Johnson and Rojo, one of your faves, one of your hates, for Jarvis and Kerryon Johnson?
No, here's the thing. I don't love Rojo, but I always have my reasons. It's not like I just carry, bias from year to year. And so far we've been 100% correct on him. However, Kerryon Johnson, in my opinion, has, I don't want to say no value because he's going to be used somewhat, but his value is going to be limited. Give me Deontay Johnson and Rojo, even though I hate to admit that. I mean, even video came out today of Ronald Jones dropping passes out of the backfield that are being thrown by one Tom Brady. Tom Brady looking disgusted. That's not what you want in camp because Brady really works off of people he can trust. If he can't trust you, you aren't getting the football. And is Ronald Jones losing some of that trust? A lot of truthers have been, squawking the past few weeks, and I didn't see any squawking today.
So I'm also going to keep Deontay Johnson and Ronald Jones. I agree 100% there. My swollen taint back dropping a dono. What's the difference between Kyle and a monkfish? I don't know.
Kyle is human. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait to see what this is like.
But at least we got to say the words "my swollen taint" on the internet for another week.
Last Sign Prince has a great question asking about Darrell Henderson and his new injuries. Would you move Akers up in your running back rankings? This is great because I've actually got a note in my notebook right now for the next time I do a training camp update for you all to talk about this very situation. And yes, I am going to end up propping Cam Akers a few more spots now because it is sounding more and more like Darrell Henderson might miss the start of the year. So it is a little bit of a bump for me. Now, am I going to go crazy for him? No. Deandre Swift is still a rookie running back I'd much rather have. Oh, crap.
Don't just keep going, Kyle. Don't look at it. You'll lose all train of thought. You already lost it. You've lost it.
That just happened live on the fantasy headliner.
We'll get to it in a second. Go ahead and finish your take, Kyle.
I don't have any more to say.
No, that was it.
I don't know if I can say it. You might have.
Well, here's the thing. Darrell Henderson, yes, the injury absolutely sucks. However, for fantasy purposes, it helps because it's just one less mouth to feed in that backfield. Cam Akers is the best talent back there anyway. Maybe now he gets a few more touches, and yeah, he's going to move up a couple spots in the rankings. Is he going to be somebody that you have to go after? No, but he'll move up a little bit.
Just Dizzy says he's got Miles Sanders at the 3.08 and the 12-man in. Congratulations, because you may have just won your league.
Also, your league is made up of a bunch of people who are terrified about nothing. Like, yeah, I get it. The guy's got an injury concern, but to fall to that late in the third, yeah, congratulations, because you're going to be okay.
Holy Lord. Hamburger Helper. Hey, guys, I have the 7th pick, full PPR, super flex, assuming the top 3, Henry and MT, are gone, which leaves CEH, Cook, Adams, and etc. What is the move? Me personally, I'm going with my boy Mixon there. Or because it's super flex, if you really think that like Mahomes or Lamar Jackson fall there, you could go that route if you want to. Me personally, I am not, but I would much rather go Mahomes over CEH or Cook in the first round. What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, I would probably there too. I mean, we've talked about Clyde Edwards-Helaire ad nauseum, it feels like, and a lot of people do not understand our thought process with that, which is cool. That's fine. I mean, not everybody's going to always agree, but I'm not going to take CEH over proven studs. Not going to happen. Can't do it. Yeah. I mean, I don't have an issue with the Derrick Henry there either. I mean, the volume is going to be there. There's less question marks there, but yeah, it just all depends who's on the board. But I'm not trusting a CEH in the first round.
I didn't say it out loud, but Owen Baldridge, My Swollen Taint, Just Dizzy Hamburger Helper, appreciate all the donos from you.
Yeah, and My Swollen Taint also followed it up with he doesn't want a monkfish in his mouth. So that's, by process of elimination, means that he likes you, Kyle. Anyway, moving on.
Did you see the MVP chat?
Not yet, no.
Our boy Fubar Bill Murray made a gif out of us doing push it real good.
Perfect. We're already being gifts. That's what it's all about.
I love it.
What about Brandon Kachi, Kamara, or Zeke at 4?
I recently just bumped Kamara above Zeke in my rankings.
And I don't hate that either. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I mean, the losses on the offensive line for Zeke is something that is real, and the additions to the passing game is something that could take away. I still think I'm not passing Zeke by any means, but I think the upside, the ceiling with a healthy Kamara could be a little bit higher this year.
Yeah, I had Kamara a little bit lower. He's grown on me a little bit this offseason just because finding out exactly how injured he was last season and then just kind of moving forward through that. I mean, here's the thing about Zeke. I have bumped him down just a little bit because I think that ceiling that we've seen in the past is gone. And then also one thing as well, I'm not giving him a bunch of extra points for having COVID already either, which I see a lot of people doing. It's something that we did talk about when it first happened, but all these guys are staying healthy right now. Yeah, we did have a little bit of an issue today, but that's taken care of because the testing site was the issue. It wasn't the player, so no positives out of that. But everyone's been staying healthy so far, so I'm not nearly as worried about it. Our boy Isaiah Potter, what's going on, Isaiah? Good to see the nation popping tonight. Papa lock-in. With all the injuries in Denver, is Sutton wide receiver 2 worthy again? Really, the only injury so far has been KJ, right? Have I missed it?
Yeah, Hamler. I mean, I don't hate Sutton as a wide receiver 2 regardless. I mean, the back half of the wide receiver 2, I have him just outside, and it's really just because of the options that are there and the questions in the running game. How much more do they pound the rock on the ground? That's going to be a huge question going in there for Denver, because bringing in Melvin Gordon, still having Phillip Lindsay, they're going to be able to do some work on the ground. They may not have to throw as much, but I mean, the talent is always going to be there for Courtland Sutton. I would love for him to maybe be my number 3, but that's probably not going to happen in almost any league. But yeah, it's not something I'm excited about, but I can see it there at the back half of the wide receiver 2s.
Joseph Winkler's got a good one here. Some idiot in my league traded away Eckler for Madison and a linebacker.
Why?
Ouch.
That guy is a complete idiot.
You know what I hate? You know, one of the responses that I hate more than anything on our videos is, I wish I played in a league with you. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But
well, there's a reason we don't. It's because you're an idiot.
But these guys who are getting Sanders in the 3rd and making a trade like that, I wish I played in your league.
Yeah, I wish I played in your league, dude. Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, awesome. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fantasy football, but I think there's a few people out there pretending to be Al Bundy to relive some years to try to gain some notoriety for something in their life. Let's see here. There's nobody there. Mike Moment says, take the red pill. Who should I drop? I don't know who the options were. Finally saw your name, and there was no question. Jonathan Taylor or David Montgomery in a standard league, Kyle, for Joe Parente.
I'm starting to and it's not that I didn't like Taylor. He was my running back 1.
I like Taylor. I mean, he's done good work for us.
I'm starting to come around to the fact that he's going to take the ball away from Matt quicker than what I anticipated.
Did you see the interview earlier in the week with Marlon Mack? He looks like, I mean, he was talking about how great Jonathan Taylor looks in camp. He was saying all the right things, but you could just read it on his face that he was having to sit there and answer questions about the guy who's taking his job. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is going to be a beast, absolutely.
Ronan, thanks for your donation, my man. I'm in a 4-player keeper league. It's 10 teams, 1 point per PPR. I have Kamara, Adams, Chubb, and Gordon. Should I take Jonathan Taylor for my first pick? I guess it depends on who's there. I mean, the one thing, you only have 1 wide receiver right now. This is going to give you 4 running backs. Can you play 4 running backs at one time? I mean, you could take Taylor, then try to trade Gordon for a wide receiver if you wanted to. But honestly, for me, man, it's going to really depend on who is there. I don't want to make an assumption and say, oh yeah, do it 100%. You know, if there's another standout wide receiver there, possibly. But you know, if you can keep 4 guys and it's 10 teams, it's already 40 guys off the board. So Taylor's probably going to be a pretty decent pick there.
I have a hard time drafting somebody for my bench if I still have an open spot at a skill position in my lineup. If I still haven't filled my running backs or wide receivers, I'm not going to be drafting somebody extra for my bench at that point. Not going to do it.
So I
agree. I'm looking for a wide receiver.
We already have 433 people rocking out with us. So this is already close to our biggest live stream of the off season so far. And we are 15 minutes in. So to the people of Headliner Nation, thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out with us, because you know what? When you come and hang out with us, you know you're going to get a good time, right? You don't need to go watch that 24-hour crap that other people do just to have gimmicks with their puppets and stuff like that, right? I'm not taking any shots. Maybe I am.
Who plays with puppets in fantasy football? Come on.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do me a favor, everybody. Hit that like button, because we want to let it flow in this live stream much earlier than normal. We're going to give away 1 draft guide at 250 likes, but Jake, when are we going to let it flow?
I mean, being that we're getting close and there's a lot of people here, I may let it flow more than once if the people can really show up tonight. I have a full beverage to wet my whistle with, so I'm good for 2 probably. So if we can hit, we'll say 400 likes, we'll let it flow the first time, and then maybe, we sell a few draft guides here and there. Maybe we'll go a second time.
I think we should bump it down a little bit. 300.
What do you want to bump it? You don't think they can do it?
I think they can do it, but I just want to do it faster.
Out? They're listening to you. You're calling them out. Like they literally just heard you not believe in them.
Okay, prove me wrong then. Prove me wrong, Headliner Nation. Everybody, if you're watching right now, hit that like button, okay? Hit it quickly. Curtis Conaway says, won a draft guide last week. Holy Moses, that thing is worth the money. Now I need to beat my Brolo, okay? Good luck to you. Go get him. And I'm glad it was well worth your time to dig into. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, $19.99 at thefantasyheadliners.com. If you are getting ready to draft, this is a must-have. Over 600 pages of pure fantasy football bliss. It's going to get you ready to win your leagues. Yeah, we want to let it flow. We want to let it flow. Hit that like button. 250. Okay.
Easy peasy. We just got Nick Paulus.
Hold on.
You what?
I feel
you
like
got breaking news, Kyle?
Update on my phone.
All right, well, you get to that. Nick Paulus says he smashed the like button. Thoughts on Cam Akers? We just talked about him a few minutes ago. He's somebody that's going to start moving up the boards if Darrell Henderson's going to miss some time. So he's definitely somebody who's in play. Fricker, we see you out there, Fricker. How you doing? Hilaire or Chubb? It's still going to be Chubb. I'm not buying Hilaire in the first round. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Our boy Chris Chouse in the chat. Everybody say what up to Chris.
Oh, no. It was just about Lamar Jackson because of his tweet growing. My bad.
You want to talk about his tweet growing?
No.
Sounds like he should be back tomorrow, though, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Jacob Caballo. Draft Watson or nah? Nah. Nah's the answer. We'll be breaking down our ADP a little bit more coming up this week for rounds 4, 5, and 6. So I know he comes up in those episodes, but no. I mean, where his current ADP was at, if I was going to draft a quarterback, I would draft Dak. Nothing against Deshaun. It's just the wide receiver group kind of worries me because if those guys, get injured or go down like they've been known to do, he's going to be in some trouble.
Peter De La Cruz. We are at 276 likes. So Jake, go ahead and pick out that draft guide winner and keep hitting the like button so you can get Let It Flow maybe twice this evening. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Peter De La Cruz, appreciate your donation, my man. 12-man PPR. If only bums are left in the later rounds, should I just double up on tight end and QB? So round 11 and 13 is QB1, tight end 2, QB2. You know what, Peter? In those rounds, even if there's quote unquote bums, I guess it depends on who you would say a bum is. I like to just take random shots at people at that point. Keep an eye out on, guys that are popping up, is doing good in training camp right now. Grab some of those running back handcuffs out there that could end up, helping you out possibly in a league at some point in time. I like to take those shots on some higher upside unknown players at that point, because with your QB2 is only going to play one time a year unless there's an injury, right? And it's going to be in the bye week of your QB1. I'll just stream that week. I don't really have that big of an issue with that. And for your tight end too, I'm all right with drafting a couple of tight ends. There's no problem with that. If you want to grab like a Hawkinson and a Jonnu Smith, or, if you do spend an early pick on a tight end and you still want to grab Jonnu Smith later on, I don't see any worries with that. But Peter, really shoot for those later rounds, for those high upside handcuffs and under the radar guys that could really end up helping you out at some point during the season. All My Girls Ugly is back in the chat. What's going on, my man? I'm a first round pick in a 10-team PPR. At the end of round 2, only running backs available are Fournette, Carson, etc. Would you fill your running back 2 and flex with these caliber running backs, or just draft 2 wide receivers round 2 and 3 out of Godwin, Sutton, DJ Moore, and Galladay? Well, if you're the first pick and you take CMC and then you go with Godwin and Galladay to fill that up, that's not bad at all. Now, my question, Jake, is do you take Godwin over Fournette? Because I'm taking Galladay over Fournette easily. Are you taking Godwin over Fournette?
Probably. The part that really worries me, though, is you're going to have a very, very long wait after those back-to-back picks come back to you, and your running back 2 is going to suffer. I mean, you're going to be praying that a like of a Devin Singletary or somebody like that falls to
James
you
White
to be your running back 2. That's the only issue I have. Do I go maybe with one of those guys? Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I go with a Galladay and then another running back, depending who's on the board. But personally, I'm a running back guy. I got to have that volume.
So for me, part of me feels like I risk it, especially in a PPR. It is 10 teams, so it's going to be a little bit deeper. Here's the thing that I am going to possibly do here. So you're going to get McCaffrey to start, then you go Godwin and Galladay right after that. Then your next picks are going to need to be some combination of a James White, a Deandre Swift, a Cam Akers, a Jordan Howard, Ronald Jones, somewhere in that area is what you'll want to go. But you'll want to plan on then your 4th and your 5th round picks being 2 running backs if you're willing to take that risk.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's outside of the Ronald Jones comment. I fully agree. We had another one for Isaiah that came in there too. He says, is Devante Parker a trustworthy wide receiver 2 now?
Oh, I just missed. I went right over the top.
That's okay. I got it. And I want to say yes. I want to say he is. The part that has me somewhat scared right now is with Fitzmagic leaving the other day. I mean, yeah, he's coming back. But what does that mean? What is going on there? Is Tua going to be the quarterback in Miami? Is it going to be Fitzmagic? I really think Devante Parker is a better play to start the year with Fitzmagic under center. I love Tua, but I really don't want him to play this year. If I really want him to have a good career, I'd like him to sit if possible. So it's kind of hard. He is a wide receiver 2. Is he a trustworthy wide receiver 2? That's the biggest question for me. I also have the winner of the draft guide. Since we went over the likes, Kyle, I got it here.
Perfect.
And there's a little bit of a backstory here, so I'm going to explain it to everybody. The winner is Nick, and there's no last name. Nick has a black circle with 2 red eyeballs in it. And there's a reason that I picked him. I mean, A, he made a comment in here that I noticed, but B, earlier in the week, me and Nick did not see eye to eye in the comment section of a video. We kind of went back and forth, and we settled it out, and ever since then, me and Nick have had some great interactions in the comment sections of videos, and I think we see where each other is coming from. So because of that, because of the maturity that he showed, he's going to get a draft guy, because a lot of people just want to disagree and throw hate. Nick didn't. He was mature about it. We went back and forth, had a good conversation, moved on throughout the week, and it's been great. So, Nick, send me an email at the email address down below in the description.
All right. Want to answer a question real quick. One of our MVP Patreons circled this one, send it to us, M. St. G, our man over there.
What up, M. St. G?
And said, can you guys answer this for Antonio Seja? I get Russell Wilson and Devante Adams, and I give Mahomes and Kenny Galladay in a trade. Should I do it? Absolutely, 100%. Wait, and give. No. Do not give up Mahomes and Galladay for that. Absolutely not. Don't do it. Don't.
No, there ain't no way.
I can't possibly say don't do it one more time. Don't do it. Brandon Wild, one of our MVP members, said, keep up the good work, fellas. Content has been fire recently. $20 for a draft guide for someone. Brandon paying it forward, getting a draft guide for someone. He said we could do that or get drinks for ourselves. Jake and I don't drink, so we'll go ahead and give a great draft guide away.
I sometimes I want to drink. I'll tell you that. Hence the sign. Sometimes I need it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yep, sometimes I need it. I get stressed from time to time, but no, you know what? Instead of buying ourselves drink, we're going to pay it forward. We'll give away another draft guide that now has 2 more draft guides right now scheduled to give away. So make sure you stick around. Kyle, you said they couldn't hit 400 likes. We're already at 317. Right now, they're basically the equivalent of the 90s Degeneration X of WWE and telling you to suck it, because they're going to get 400 and it's going to be super quick.
Prove me wrong.
I told you they could do it.
Jake is letting it flow right when we hit 400 likes. It doesn't matter how many people are in here. We hit 400 likes. Jake is going to let it flow. Dennis Kelly, appreciate your donation in a keeper league. And he's already keeping DeAndre Hopkins over drafting guys like Jacobs, Jones, Mixon, Julio. Thoughts? So I'm assuming him keeping Hopkins means he's going to be giving up his first round pick to keep Hopkins.
That's what it sounds like.
To me, it depends on where you're drafting in the first round. If you're for sure that you can get Julio, Mixon, or Jacobs, then I take one of those guys over Hopkins. If you're not sure that you'll get one of those guys, then just keep Hopkins.
Exactly. If those are the best available that you believe, Julio, Mixon, Jacobs, I will take over Hopkins to agree with you. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. It just all depends who's left available and when you're picking, just like Kyle said.
And I saw we got something from Joe Mendoza, but it's not popping up.
I got it right here. It says 12-team, 5th overall. Let's see here. 12-team, 5th overall. 3 second round and 2 early third rounds. So these are trades, I'm guessing. Miles Sanders in the 7th round is a 7th round keeper. Can I go with Kittle or Kelsey in the 2nd? That's 6 out of the first 31 picks. Wow. First of all, you're totally loaded at the beginning of your drafts. So 12-team, 5th overall. So you got 3 seconds and 2 thirds. Miles Sanders is your 7th rounder. Can you go for Kittle or Kelsey in the 2nd? I would say with all those picks that you have early, you are able to make that choice to go ahead and take a tight end earlier. And I tweeted it out earlier. I have a feeling it may be right around the corner that George Kittle moves to my tight end 1.
Yeah,
with all the injuries in San Francisco, they're running out of options here. With Brandon Ayuk getting injured today, I would not, be surprised if George Kittle goes out and is total bananas.
Jake, I just freaked out for a second.
Why?
Because you froze hardcore over there, and I realized I was still using wireless. I didn't have the cable plugged in. I was like, "Oh my god, it's dropping."
Yeah, no,
We're
good. I probably would have come up there and kicked you right in your hole. You know what I mean? I would have been pissed. Let's see, what else do we got? So just to make sure I answered Joe's question, yeah, absolutely appreciate you getting that draft guide, but for sure, the tight end, if they're available there in the 2nd, because you have so many picks to start your draft, you can take that gamble and take that tight end early. Let's see, Isaiah popping in there again too. Jordan Howard or James White as a running back 4.
I gotta go James White. If it's half PPR or PPR.
I was just gonna say, to me it depends. If it's a PPR style league, I'm going James White. If it's a standard league, then I'm going Jordan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on your league scoring, I like both of them this year a lot. So, I mean, it just depends on which type of league you have there, Isaiah. Wow. Our boy Taylor.
Taylor? What's Taylor doing?
Taylor says draft guides for the boys, but you have to hit the like button. Taylor threw out a $100 donation to give away 5 draft guides.
Taylor, come on, hit that like button and throw out a hashtag Taylor in the chat, giving him an appreciation.
Wow.
Taylor, the man that makes it happen behind the scenes. He's been more in front of the scenes recently, though.
Yeah. Taylor's starting to get involved. Anybody who does not know Taylor is responsible for creating every graphic that you see us do. Mm-hmm. Thumbnails, the draft guide itself, he built all of it. He is a huge member, and he wants to pay it forward also here, giving away $100, 5 draft guides to give away.
What'd you just
say? And then our boy Fricker, also one of our MVPs, says, hey, here's another one. He's doing his best DJ Khaled impression. Another one. Give me another one. Because, I mean, this is what it's like in this community. People are paying it forward. People are very willing to help other people out. And me and Kyle absolutely love that. So now, with that being said, I have 8 more draft guides to give away tonight. And Kyle, we're already over 400 likes. So the people said to suck it, and they said to suck it within 30 minutes.
Let's let it flow, and we'll give draft guides out later. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the best few minutes.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Then it was like 5 minutes, and now it's just whatever.
We'll see how long I can go.
For the best segment in fantasy sports today. We are going to let it flow. In 3, 2, 1, let it flow.
Lance says, this is awesome. You better believe it's awesome, Lance. This is what we do on Sunday nights. Take the red pill. Says, we're at 417. Put that helmet on. It's on, my friend. Taylor, you're great. Ian says so. Taylor, thanks, man. You're the GOAT. Everybody thanking Taylor right now, and he very much well deserves it. Chances are looking really good. Absolutely very good. I love being part of Headliner Nation. John Parker, we'd love to have you. Let's see here. Nick Chubb or Kenyon Drake in a half PPR. I still have Nick Chubb a hair higher. Hell yeah. Absolutely hell yeah. Here we go. Degeneration X boys. I told everybody to suck it earlier, and that's why we're already at 400 likes 30 minutes into the stream. Let's see. Everybody throwing love to Taylor, and Taylor deserves the love. Don't get me wrong. Sup, boys? Good to see y'all. What's going on, Chuck Ali? Ertz early or Goddard late? Give me neither. How about that? Because Goddard's nursing an injury, and I don't want to draft Ertz that early. David Johnson, Connor, or Gurley? If I had to choose one, it's going to be Todd Gurley. Singletary or David Johnson in a PPR? Still have David Johnson slightly higher, but I don't dislike one Devin Singletary. Boston Scott over Madison as a handcuff? Honestly, I probably won't draft any of them. Maybe Madison if I get Dalvin Cook, but otherwise, I don't want to tie up bench spots for no apparent reason. Cam or Danny Dimes for your quarterback 2 in a super flex league. If you want to play it safe, you go Danny Dimes. If you want to, swing for the fences, you go Cam Newton. What about Mark Andrews in the 4th? Kyle would say yes. I would say no. Daniel Jones or Goff? Give me Danny Dimes there. Moss in Buffalo or Gibson in Washington? Khalifa. It's not Moss in Buffalo. All the dude does is get hurt. What's your opinion on the wide receiver on the Raiders? I don't know which one you're talking about, Slim Jedi. I mean, they're a lot better than they are last year. Brian Edwards, totally trending up. I think Henry Ruggs is just going to take a little bit of time. Michael Thomas, keeper round 1 or first round pick? Depends. Who else is being kept? You want to make sure you get yourself a stud running back. If they're all going to be kept, got to grab a running back instead. Is Josh Allen a QB1? Yes, I believe it is. Vixen Foxtail says, greetings from Indiana, Kyle. So there's somebody else in Indiana there with you. Drop Brandon Ayuk for Jerry Jeudy. I don't know if this is a dynasty or a redraft league. That kind of depends a little bit. As of right now, just hang on to Brandon Ayuk until we find out more on that injury. Carson, Connor, Gurley, or Gordon in a full PPR. If I can only choose one, it's going to be Todd Gurley still. Terry McLaurin or DK Metcalf. I love both, but my love for DK is growing by the day. Mark Ingram or David Montgomery. It's a lot more safe for Mark Ingram, in my opinion. The volume's going to be there for Demont, though. If it were my team, I'm going with Ingram. Late round running backs and wide receivers. Which ones do you want to know? Love Mecole Hardman. I think he's a great steal. I think Naheem Hines could have some late round value. 2 names to pay attention to late at the end of drafts. Kendrick Bourne, ? Yeah, as of right now, dude's going to start getting volume because there is nobody else to throw the ball to unless it's George Kittle in San Francisco. Who is the number 1 wide receiver in Las Vegas? Don't be surprised if it's Bryan Edwards by week 1. Clyde or Adams in a PPR? Give me Adams. DK or OBJ? Still got OBJ higher. CEH or Taylor in Dynasty? If you're in a win now mode, you go CEH. If you're playing for the future, you go Jonathan Taylor. CMC keeper or first round pick? I have the 9th pick. I'm keeping CMC. Jonathan Taylor or Melvin Gordon in a full PPR? If this is your running back 3, I'm going with Jonathan Taylor. If it's your 2, I'll probably stick it a little bit safer there with Melvin Gordon. T.Y. Hilton or Hollywood Brown in a half-point PPR? I still have T.Y. slightly higher. Josh Jacobs or Joe Mixon? I have Jacobs. Kyle has Mixon. CEH or Joe Mixon? 100% Joe Mixon. Gurley or Jonathan Taylor? Give me Gurley. A.J. Green, what round? Maybe the 6th or the 7th, but he probably won't last that far. Burrow or Tannehill in Dynasty? Give me Burrow. Lockett or Ridley in a half PPR? Give me Ridley. Draft Taylor in the 3rd. That's too early. You can probably get him in the 4th or the 5th. Gurley or David Johnson? Honestly, I still like Gurley more. Gurley or Jonathan Taylor? So many people want to know about Gurley. And honestly, I'm still on the bandwagon. Gimme Todd Gurley. Xavier for the X-Men. No idea who it is, but somebody's very excited about it. I can see something happening in my peripheral vision. It's about to get real up in here. Matthew Stafford or Carson Wentz? Give me Matt Stafford. Cup or Bobby Trees? If you're looking for the safety, you go Bobby Trees. And Kyle, take it away.
Let's go, Headliner Nation. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get some questions in here now. Mark Ingram or Montgomery? We are going to go with Mark Ingram over Montgomery. Best rookie wide receiver to draft, Jalen Reagor. Kamara or Zeke? We're going to go with Kamara. Best pick to have? You got to take one of those first 2 picks. If you don't get it, go to the back of your draft. Overall rank of Michael Thomas and PPR wide receiver 1 right now. DirecTV or Dish? I don't know. I've never had either of them. Doesn't matter. CEH or Joe Mixon? Going with Joe Mixon there. Drew Lock or Cam Newton? I'll go with Cam Newton. Lots of upside. Thoughts on heavy wide receiver after CMC? The tier of running backs that falls to me is gross. It really depends on what's there. Don't love heavy running back. Kyler or Taylor for the wingman? Why can't you have both? Chris Carson scares me. I'm not as scared. Not as scared. Jacobs or Mixon? I have got Mixon. Is it Casey my season? Yeah, the dude is ridiculous. CEH or Dalvin? I'll still go with Dalvin over CEH. Tight end second round in an 8-team league. I'd rather not. I'd rather wait a little bit. Sutton or Cooper? Cooper. Vaughn or Hines? I'll go Hines. Vaughn apparently has looked like crap. Mixon or Dalvin Cook? Mixon 100%. Should I draft 3 running backs in a row? Yeah, I'm fine with it. Juju or Odell in a full PPR? I've got Odell just a little bit higher. Is it Casey my season? I already said that. Yes, of course it is. Swag Rich is in the joint. Yeah, Swag Rich is here, ready to roll. That's right. My chat is way behind because now I'm only getting a bunch of Swag Rich stuff. Is Baker Mayfield worthy of a quarterback 1? If you are going to wait on a quarterback, I am fine with it. Melvin Gordon and Cooper Kupp for Austin Eckler and Jonathan Taylor. Give me the Austin Eckler side 155%. David Johnson or Le'Veon Bell? It's going to be David Johnson for me. Darren Waller, which round? For value. If you can get him in like that 6 to 8 round, that's fine. I am going to go there. David Johnson, top 12 running back this year. He's going to be really, really close. Keep Miles Sanders in the 3rd or Devante Parker in the 15th. Give me Miles Sanders. Is Jarvis Landry a reliable wide receiver in a 12-man PPR league? Yes, absolutely. Best pick to draft from. Already told it. It's either the 1, the 2, or the 10 through 12. Is Debo worth a spot? Not really right now unless you can get him a lot later. Eckler or Drake? Eckler. Anthony Miller and Naheem Hines. It's going to be Anthony Miller for me. Allen Robinson, Ridley, or DJ Moore? I've got Allen Robinson higher. Mixon or Henry? I've got Mixon higher. Singletary or Montgomery? I've got Singletary higher. Phillip Lindsay or Breida? I'm going to go with Breida. Jonathan Taylor, Connor, or David Johnson? It's going to be David Johnson for me. Then Taylor after that. Thielen or Cooper? Cooper. Cook, Thomas, or Henry? At the 5 spot, going with Henry 100%. Kick returns get 1 point for every 15 yards in a 12-land league. Anyone specific I should target? Yep, Tyler Lockett. Star Trek or Star Wars? Swag Rich doesn't conform to anybody's standards. Marquise Brown or Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen for me. Mack or White? White. Montgomery or David Johnson? Johnson. Sanders or CEH? Sanders. Juju or Odell? Odell. Cook or Henry? Henry. Best handcuffs? Kareem Hunt's going to be your best handcuff that you can get. Evan Ingram or Hayden Hearst? It's going to be Evan Ingram. Connor or Ingram? Ingram. Allen or Breeze? Allen for that upside. Who do I go with in the first? Galladay or Robinson? Give me Galladay. DJ Chark or Sutton? As much as I hate it, I'll still go Chark over Sutton. Why is Swift ranked so low? Well, it's because people don't pay attention. Cook or Henry? Henry. Anthony Miller or Naheem Hines? Anthony Miller. Already got that one. Gallup, the new good one? I don't think so. Not that much volume. Gurley or Carson? Give me Gurley. Thielen or Cooper? I'm going to go with Cooper there. Keenan Allen ceiling? Definitely a low-end wide receiver 1. Kyler or Prescott? It's Prescott for me. Hunt or Swift is your running back 3. I'll still go Hunt. Connor or Ingram? Ingram. Cook or Henry? Henry. I'm repeating these things. Drake for CEH? Drake for me. CEH or Henry? Henry 100%. Cooper Kupp or Amari Cooper? Amari Cooper, not Cooper Kupp. Cook or Henry? Henry. Running back in San Francisco. Still going to go with Mostert right now. Robinson or Galladay? Galladay. Sanders or CEH? Sanders. A lot of these questions, you keep repeating them. Cooper or AJ Brown? Cooper. Gurley or Carson? Gurley. I need prescription sunglasses. Yes, I do, so I can see better. Edwards, Hilaire, or Henry? It's Henry for me.
Perfect. Alyssa Shikatans. Hopefully I didn't butcher that, Alyssa. I am so sorry. Thoughts on David Johnson this year? I think the guy is in line to have himself a solid year. What makes it great is his value, right? You're not having to get him early for the potential upside that he has. If he was going in the 1st or 2nd round, he's off every draft board we have. But because he's falling a little bit later, it makes him, a worthwhile pick. Somebody who could easily go over 1,400 total yards this year. Bryce Hartman, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. I have the 1.07 and the 2.03 in a 10-team half PPR. Who should I be targeting as running backs redraft, by the way? So if you got the 7 and the 203, you're right there in line of all the Chubbs, the Mixons, the Drakes, the Ecklers. Who am I missing? Maybe a Henry slips to 7, possibly. I'm looking for two of those running backs. So give me 2 of those stud running backs there early. Connor Lambert wants to know what is going on in San Francisco with the 49ers. And Connor, I wish I could tell you, we got things going on in the medical tents is what we got, because they are super busy in San Francisco. You may start the season with a whole lot of George Kittle, with a little bit of, Trent Taylor, maybe some, Kendrick Bourne sprinkled in there, but that's about it. But if these guys can get healthy, they're going to put up a lot of points. Look for the running backs to be heavily involved in San Francisco to start the year.
We've got 641 people watching right now. Okay, let me tell you something. K Rich is here to explain something to you. Swag Rich. Holy crap. Okay. 644 people are watching right now. We only have 474 likes. Y'all want to let us flow again? You all want some of that fantasy goodness? Hit the like button, because when we get to 600 likes, we'll do this again. What do you think, Jake?
Absolutely. And Taylor just sent me a message, says, hey, there's somebody in the chat with the name Roll Tide. He wants to give him a draft guide because why? Taylor's a huge Alabama fan. So Roll Tide, you're the winner of one of the draft guides. Send me an email at the address down below.
Did you answer the question from Isaiah about the true wide receiver one with touchdown upside, Thomas or Adams?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so another one. We appreciate you, Isaiah. Thanks so much for your support, my man. In a PPR league, who is the true wide receiver one with touchdown upside, Thomas or Adams? I'm still going to go with Thomas. Still going to go with Thomas over Adams at this point. David Solomon.
I agree too.
Oh, David, appreciate that generous donation, my man. Kyle, Noah Fant, or Jonnu Smith. Thanks, Taylor. You're the man, brah. It's definitely Jonnu Smith for me. 100%. Although he said Kyle. Do I need to go get him real quick? Kyle. He's gone. He's not coming back today.
He's gone. No, I mean, I like Noah Fant a lot more before the draft. But, bringing in KJ Hamler, if he's healthy, Jerry Jeudy, Albert O, Melvin Gordon coming in, it just takes a lot of the targets away from what could have been going towards Noah Fant. So, yeah, Jonnu Smith, huge upside.
Who needs a draft guide? Who wants one? Who hasn't gotten a draft guide yet that needs one?
I mean, how about this? How about you throw in the chat right here, too, if you have the draft guide, how much do you like the draft guide? Because maybe there's some people that are kind of on the fence whether they want one or not. Let's let the people tell them how great it is and not us, because then we turn into cheesy salesmen, and that's not what we do. But you can pick the next winner, Kyle, since I already picked one. I picked one, Taylor picked one, and now Swag Rich can pick one.
I was going to say, Kyle's not here. I just yelled for him. He didn't come back.
My bad, Kyle. I mean, Swag Rich.
I don't mind Kyle. Kyle's a good dude, okay? But
he's just a little boring sometimes.
Here's the thing. If you want to settle down and you want that white picket fence and kids and all that good stuff,
Kyle's your guy.
Okay? You want a little reckless endangerment? you want to live on the wild side? Okay?
Oh God. I can't believe I have to live with this all the time.
This guy right here, Swag Rich. Okay.
Anybody who thinks that Swag Rich or Kyle is not like this off the channel, you're totally crazy, because he's like this all the time.
Do you want to go rob a bank and then give it to your local food pantry? That's what Swag Rich does.
Wow.
He's like a modern day Robin Hood. Okay. That's right.
Something like that.
Take that, corporate America.
That's right. Our boy Connor Lambert also paying it forward. He wants to give away a draft guide for somebody too. So now we have 8 draft guides left to give away, thanks to the donation there of Connor. A lot of people are going to start throwing in some comments. I mean, this is what it's all about, right? Is we're trying to help as many people as we possibly can.
David Guai is asking, aren't you afraid of Gurley's knees? Not really. Okay. And here's the thing. Why? Gurley wants to get himself paid. All right. He wants himself a payday next year. And there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of running backs that are going to want the same thing. It's a loaded free agent class next year. Gurley's got to stay on the field and he's got to produce. I'm not worried about the knees because he's going to be out there.
I mean, I'll return another question back to you. Have you seen any tape on last year where Todd Gurley didn't look healthy on tape? Probably not. The guy looked fine whenever he touched the ball. He's not going to be the guy that's going to go out there and get 400 touches. But if you can get him 250 total, the guy's going to put up some great fantasy numbers in that offense, because they're going to have to throw the ball and he can catch it out of the backfield.
Fricker wants to pick his draft guide winner, but he has a question.
Is it a legit question? Is it something is it like safe for work question?
It's safe for work, but his question is, what player was ripped off of Defensive Player of the Year last year? But I didn't.
Nobody's going to know that because it's your opinion, Fricker.
Do you have another question that you can...
Yeah, get another question, Fricker. Get a real question. Even though I bet you I know what his answer is, but I'm not going to say it.
I feel like we're leaving that one up to chance too much.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. What else do we have? I got a question here that
Farron Blair has a question.
Okay, what's that one?
Do I take McCaffrey with the first overall pick with a new QB under center, or do I go with Barkley and Danny Dimes 1 year under center? It doesn't matter. You're going to win no matter what. Personally, I have Barkley at the 1.01 right now. Jake has CMC. Okay, so you got to follow whatever your heart is telling you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's win-win. I mean, personally, I go CMC. I know Teddy's going to have to check down a lot, and CMC is still going to be involved in the passing game. So
I feel like I can't read the chat with these glasses.
I feel like I can't look at you because like I just know what's coming.
FL1PSID3 says first. That must be Flipside. My bad. Flipside says this is his first live stream. Welcome in.
Welcome.
What's going on?
Sunday Fun Day. This is Sunday Fun Day where we talk all things fantasy football.
What
do you think about Stephon Diggs? What do you think about Stephon Diggs? Alex wants to know what you think. Swag Rich. Stephon Diggs, you like him?
He's got some upside. He really does.
But do you want him?
I don't
want him on your team.
Do I want him? I don't want him. If the value's right, I will take him. That's what it is for me this year. The value has to be right.
It's like one of those things like you go to the store, right? And if you see something on the shelf, if it's not on sale, you don't want it. But if it's on sale, you're like, I'll buy two. That's what you feel like with Stephon Diggs. Because, I mean, the potential is there. Can Josh Allen support him and John Brown and Cole Beasley and Dawson Knox and Devin Singletary? I don't know. They may end up running a lot more than people think if they can get some leads.
Benjamin Wedemeyer says, love you guys. You're helping me out a lot. The only thing I don't quite understand in all of your ranks is why you are so low on CEH. I think he bangs in his first season, swag rich for life. Well, I'll tell you. Okay, we'll repeat it again. That's all right. Appreciate the donation, Benjamin. We're just in an off season that's super crazy with no rookie camp. Okay, training camp is weird. No preseason games. We just want to take guys who've been in the league and we've seen do it before. That's it. That's all there is. Could CEH end up hitting? Yeah. When CEH was drafted, we both loved the pick. We were super high on it. Jake almost fell out of his chair. He was so excited when the pick came in. If this was a normal season, CEH would probably be a late first round, early second round pick for us, a top 10 running back. We'd be on board with that 100%. It's a different season. We want to play it safe. We're leaving him as a high end running back too right now, just in case it takes him a little bit to get going. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, because like we've said, the very first time he ever touches the ball in an NFL game is going to be week 1. Do I really want to pass on a guy who has proven to, produce fantasy football numbers, or do I just want to hope that he bangs? I mean, I would rather that be somebody else, because if you pass on him and you take yourself a Derrick Henry or a Nick Chubb or a Joe Mixon or, a Kenyon Drake, Austin Eckler, Miles, whoever it is, the difference in points between those two, it could be minimal. So it's not like it's a league losing, selection at that point. Let somebody else make that tough call here year 1, and then we'll worry about it next year. If he goes out and balls out, he'll be higher next year.
All right. Jeff Parker dropping a donation. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thanks so much. Josh Chapman says draft guide on me, dropping $20. So we're going to be giving away another draft guide. He drafted today, wants to know our thoughts. In a PPR league, his quarterback is Ryan. His wide receivers are Godwin, OBJ, McLaurin, Hollywood, Rager. Running backs, Jacobs, CEH, Demont, White, Jonnu Smith, Jaceki. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That's where I'll take it. See, you have CEH.
Yep.
But he's not your number 1. You still got Josh Jacobs, and I'm okay with that. That's when it becomes okay. You have the guy who's proven, to produce in fantasy football. Then you back him up with the high upside of CEH. Now it's a whole different ballgame. Now we don't hate him.
Isaiah, our boy Isaiah out there says phenomenal.
Easy for you to say. Kyle could have pronounced that word the right way, by the way.
Okay, so that's one thing Kyle has over swag, Rich.
Kyle's
phenomenal info
educated.
From great guys. Go get that draft guide. I'll sprinkle out a little more there for the nation. Sprinkle that out. Appreciate you, Isaiah. Thanks so much, my man. Whew.
I'm still excited over Josh's draft.
Whew. Yeah, that was a good one.
Josh, can I co-own that team with you?
Quick.
Can I co-own that team with you, Josh? Just so I can, gloat when we win it, because that team is stacked.
Jake won't do anything. He'll just hang out.
Yeah, I just want to be there and just be like, see, told you it was good. That's all I want to do. I don't want to manage anything.
Jake, I can't see the last dono that came in the chat.
From Nike Special. It's a Nike Special. It says Henry, Chubb, or Adams at the 108. It's going to be between Henry and Chubb's for us because we love both. I have Chubb one spot. Actually, I think we have Chubb and Henry flopped. I think we're off by one spot on both of our rankings. I honestly don't think you can go wrong either way. If you want the safest pick, I still say that Derrick Henry is one of the safest running backs in round one. I am not scared away of the chump bandwagon with Kareem Hunt there. Not scared at all. Personally, the higher upside this year, I think, is Nick Chubb, but I mean, the safety is still Derrick Henry.
So, Fricker's got another way he wants to give it away.
Okay, what's Fricker's question now?
He wants people to go subscribe to the new gaming channel that we just launched. And if you go subscribe to the new gaming channel, he'll give the draft guide to you.
But how is he going to know who it is?
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. How about this? Headliner Gaming is a channel that we just launched. There is one video up there, and it came out today, was the very first one of it. And it's Kyle dropping some Madden knowledge. If you go subscribe to that and send me an email screenshot that you subscribe to it, I will pick one of those people to give a draft guide away to tonight. My email is about to explode, but that's okay. We're trying to grow that channel. Why? Because we want to play video games and have some fun too. Who wants to see me work Kyle in some Madden? Because it's going to happen at some point. Whenever I have time to play video games. I'm looking forward to that. I still have the screenshot of the last time me and Kyle played.
Don't forget, to hit that like button, okay? Because we're going to let it flow again, but we're going to do it at 600 likes. We're at 573 right now, so hit that like button. Also, on top of that, here's a question for you. First person to answer this question is going to get a draft guide. My first must-have running back video of the offseason contained which two running backs?
Perfect. First person to say it gets it right.
I'll be keeping an eye on it.
You do that. I'm writing my note here. All right.
Can we also give one to Adam Mack? I feel bad because he says his wife says that he sucks at fantasy football and needs a draft guide now. So Adam Mack, M-A-K, Adam Mack's getting himself a draft guide.
I'm going to say this in the least disrespectful way that I can, because I will never say anything disrespectful to another man's wife. However, I think it's somewhat fitting with the show that you can get this draft guide, dominate some fantasy football, and then just say, suck it, because it's going to be a great year for you.
Brad Booth says, what's up, Jake and Kyle? How's it going? Appreciate it. How's it going with you? We are doing well. Hope you're doing good, Brad. Jason Dale says, sorry, I'm late. Just finished a draft. Sent it in the MVB chat. Let me know what you think. Toss out a draft guide on me, Jason Dale. Appreciate you, brother. We're going to be giving another one away on him. The email for Jake is info@thefantasyheadliners.com.
Kyle, did you see who your winner was?
I didn't.
I got it.
Yeah, because all I saw, is it Joe C?
Yes, it's Joe C.
Joe C, that's right. Joe Mixon and Josh Jacobs were my very first must-have running backs of the offseason. Congrats. Draft guide to you. We're 11 likes away from 600.
Yeah, we're getting super close. We got 6 draft guides left to give away. One to a random person who subscribes to our gaming channel, Headliner Gaming, left.
Isaiah throwing out another donation. Isaiah. I got to shout. I got to shout out. I got to say something here real quick. I got to say.
He was on the news not that long ago. Did you see that?
Isaiah was just on the news. So I got to give him a shout out here because Isaiah Potter was on the news because of like the local theater that he's grown up performing at and stuff like that. He shared it with me. They're doing like a Masked Singer type thing to raise money. And obviously with everything going on right now, you can't go in and perform or anything like that. So he said he was really excited to get back on the stage and to do something that he absolutely loves. Isaiah and I have had some awesome conversations through Twitter recently, and I just got to give a shout out to him. Awesome dude. He lives right near where a lot of my family are. I'm not going to say where. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't say the city.
I'm not going to say it all, but he lives right where a lot of my family lives. So I've already told him when we get done with this Corona crap and we can get back out and start seeing people and gathering again, I'm going to go hang out with that dude. And I'm definitely going to buy him a drink and chat and sit down. But good for him to get back out there and do that and to help support the local arts where he's from. That's really cool. We love to see stuff like that. So congratulations to him for making it on the news and getting a chance to do that. So now back to his question. I digress. Singletary or David Johnson is your running back 3, and the flex. Singletary equals Aaron Jones from last year potential. Oh,
I said that in a video earlier.
Oh.
But I mean, there were stipulations involved with it. We can't take it out of context. I mean, I compared it last year when we were talking about Aaron Jones, right? Because we saw the efficiency. We just needed to see the volume. That's kind of what it is with Devin Singletary. If he can get anywhere near 250 total touches, that's carries and receptions combined, I think he could help be, a potential league winner for a lot of people out there. I love that situation for him in Buffalo. I'm not worried about Zach Moss. But no, I did not say he's going to be this year's Aaron Jones, but he has that potential.
Can we hit our boy Dylan Rivera with a draft guide? He says, please, for the love of God and all things holy, bless your boy with a guide. My league is ruthless. Please save me from being the punching bag for this league. Dylan Rivera, send an email, info@thefantasyheadliners.com. We are going to be hooking you up with a draft guide. Why don't we turn some of your league mates into punching bags and you can roundhouse them a little bit yourself.
Spin kick to the Sasquatch nutsack. That's what I got to say.
I would do it, but actually this part of the studio is serving as storage space right now for some stuff. So I don't have as much room in here as I normally do.
Well, you make sure you have room for Napoleon Dynamite.
I can't do that right now. I don't have room.
Oh, Kyle.
I'm going to get it sooner or later. Okay. I promise. Jacob
what about
Gurley at the 2.09 or a stud wide receiver, league snipes running backs early. It depends on who the wide receiver is, but I'd rather go with like a Kenny Galladay. Yeah, I'd rather go with Kenny Galladay. Would you go with Allen Robinson over Gurley?
That's a tough one right there. I think I'd probably still go Gurley because where you have to take him, it makes Gurley my running back 3. And I love this year having Gurley as my flex play. If I can get that in any of my leagues, I'm trying to do it. If it wasn't for the depth of wide receiver and the likes of the DK Metcalfs and Bobby Trees and stuff like that out there, then maybe I consider it. But there's too much wide receiver goodness a little bit later in the draft.
Riff Reaper throwing out a donation. Appreciate you and everyone else tossing out donations tonight. And a 10-team redraft PPR. Chyler.
I don't know who he is.
Kyler.
Okay, got it.
Chubb. Mixon.
Got it.
Thomas. Galladay. Hold on a second.
What? Oh.
Okay. Higbee. AJ Brown. Elliott. Bills on the bench. I can't even talk. Madison. Swift. Moss. Ingram. Judy, Jefferson, Hearst. I went Thomas, then Mixon, then Chubb at the 3.7. You're gonna be winning a ship this year, my man. Congratulations.
I thought you were gonna say a different word there. I thought you were gonna say like a shipload of stuff. I mean, that team could probably. There's not one league that I can think of where I wouldn't take that team, ever. I wish I could be in that league, Swag Rich.
That's a good
Speaking of, hey, just to throw it out there to the people, since we've been going for an hour now, we're filling up leagues now for listener leagues. Just a reminder, we're starting with people on Patreon. So if you're signed up on Patreon and you want a chance to compete against us, we're drawn from there first. And we have a lot of leagues that we're filling. So if you want to be in a league with us or a member of Headliner Nation, one of the members of our team, that's your chance to do it. If you want to talk crap in the comment section, come put your money where your mouth is. How about them apples?
We sent out the first invites last night. Jake's 2 leagues have already filled up. Chris has got one filled up. I've got one filled up. Those invites are going to be coming out really soon. Come on over. Hit up Patreon.
Perfect.
I mean, for $5 a month, you can come compete against us. You can win some awesome prizes, and you get a whole bunch of extra content. Who doesn't love that?
That's right. You better believe it. What about, perfect. Christian Gossin. It's my birthday today, but technically it's August 24th, which is in 2 hours. Please let me get a draft guide. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. She turns 9 tomorrow on August 24th. You share a birthday with her, Christian, so you're going to get yourself a draft guide. Send me an email.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What was the name again?
Christian.
Happy birthday to you.
Here's my thing, and I'm going to kind of interrupt here at the very end because I feel like that's how Kyle would have sang it. I feel like we need to make sure that
birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I just think that Swag Rich would sing it a little bit different. But
that's true. I should have. Let me go hit a riff on my guitar real quick.
Yeah, you're gonna have to think about that.
Swag Rich drives his motorcycle down the road while playing the guitar, hard rock style.
Yes.
Fubar got it.
I don't even know what he did. Let's see here. Somebody's asking for the link to the gaming channel, so I'm going to throw it in the chat here real quick.
All right, Jake, get ready to let it flow. We're at 619 likes, so we're going to do that here.
Don't you ever tell me what to do.
Quick.
Don't you ever tell me what to do.
Jake's finally got to the point where he's tired of me giving him work.
Give me work all the time. All right. Can I get a drink first?
Because I got a couple of questions here to answer. Johnny MacArthur, would you trade the first overall pick for the 9th overall, the 9, 12, and a 6th round pick in a standard redraft? How do you feel about Lamar Jackson? So you're trading the number 1 overall for the 9, 12, and a 6th round pick? I'm good with that.
I mean, it kind of depends to me. I mean, if that's what it is. So that means you're trading number 1, which means that you'll get 9 in place of that. And then you're going to have the 12 and 13 back to back, then yes, if that's what that means, then I will go for it 100%. All right, I'm going to get ready, Kyle.
Connor Lambert, please make Headliner Gaming videos. Imagine Kyle trying to explain COD zombies to Jake mid-game. It will be hilarious. We're going to be doing everything over on that channel. I've already pre-ordered Madden 21. I'm picking it up first thing Tuesday morning. I'm coming home, and I'm going to be streaming over on Facebook with it. I'm going to be recording some videos with it. Super pumped to be doing that. Definitely some COD. Fricker, who keeps hanging out in the chat, is kind of my COD partner right now, running duos with him all the time. We were slaughtering last night.
Hey. Taylor's even giving away more things now.
What Taylor give away?
Now Taylor's out there telling people in the chat that if they use the code SWAGRICH on any fantasy headliner merch, he'll give them 15% off merchandise tonight. And then he says, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animals." See, so Taylor has access to everything on the backside. So Taylor's giving away discounts tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Hit it up if you're looking for some swag, Rich. We got the bat signal. If you're looking to send out the bat signal, the Headliner Nation, there's a link. Should be pinned to the top of the comment section.
I got a size too large, actually. I got a 2XL. I should have gotten an XL. It's right. Quite baggy, so I feel like I'm swimming in it.
That's what she said.
Ryan,
Any questions to catch up on before I do this?
Yes, Ryan
I'm
Mulligan.
Try to take a drink through my helmet.
He's keeping Mahomes, Gurley, Godwin, Waller, Tucker, Pats, running backs, and wide receivers half PPR.
Son of a...
Wait, hold on. Ryan, I am super sorry.
That didn't work.
Oh. Keeper League. Keep Mahomes, Gurley, Godwin, Waller, Tucker, Pats. Running backs and wide receivers are half PPR. Tight ends, PPR. Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, CEH, Drake, or Aaron Jones. So are all those people your keepers, and you're asking out of Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, CEH, Drake, or Jones, who should you draft?
I don't know. I just spilled my drink all over my shirt.
Uh-oh. Ryan, I'm not understanding the question 100%. I appreciate the donation.
I mean, I will. Let me see if I can speak Ryan real quick with the helmet on. Maybe it'll help.
Okay.
So a keeper league kept Mahomes, Gurley, Godwin, Waller, Tucker, Pets, running backs and wide receivers, half PPR, tight ends PPR, Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, CEH, Drake, or Aaron Jones. Okay, I'm going to say he's wanting to know who to choose between Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, CEH, Drake, or Jones. And if it's our choice as of right now, we have Mixon and Eckler, the two highest rated there in that list. If that's how you're asking, that's how I'm reading. That's what the helmet says, Kyle. The helmet can't be wrong.
Would you typically I would say Mixon here, but if you could get CEH and keep him next year, I'm almost okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of depends too. Depends on some of the league settings. All right, Kyle, what other questions you got before I let it flow again? Because it's obvious that I'm not going to get a drink with the helmet on.
There's one from Zach out there that I cannot see right now.
Zach Burkett. Buddy of mine got with a girl I was talking to. I got to show him up in the league. Put him in his place. LOL. Appreciate you guys.
Does he need a draft guide?
Zach, if you need one, let me know. I don't know if you got one or not. Put it in the chat. But, I mean, you just give me a name. I'll record something right into the camera, and you can just send it to him. I don't care. I got no shame. I'll say it. I'll be like, listen here, you. I'll beat myself out, though. I'm
going to take your mother out to a nice dinner and never call her back.
Suck it. That's what I'm going to tell him to do. All right, Kyle. Mark, I do need a bib. I tried to take a drink through the helmet. Failure. Complete failure. All right, Kyle.
All right.
Let's see here. Oh, Ryan Mulligan had a question here real quick. He says, yeah, I ran out of characters. I'm going to pick one of those running backs. They'll be my new keeper. I don't trust Gurley. So, yeah, he was asking for which of those running backs there at the end. Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, CEH.
It's between
Drake,
Mixon
Jones.
and CEH for me. And if you would rather go CEH, I would 100% be okay with it just because it is a keeper league and you'll be able to keep them next year as well.
All right, Kyle. Here we go. Hit the like button. We're at 637. Hook a brother up with some likes while I bring it home a second time.
Are we ready to go? 3, 2, 1. Let it flow.
Right now, deep sleeper, Bryce Lover, Jerick McKinnon. I'll take my chances with Jerick McKinnon. Josh Jacobs, yes, we absolutely love him. Which pairing do you prefer? CMC and DJ Moore, Saquon, DJ Moore, or CMC and Ridley? Give me CMC and Ridley. 49er backfield is so difficult. No, yes, absolutely it is. But I still think Mostert is the lead there. Kyler or Deshaun? Give me Kyler. Thoughts on Tampa Bay's running backs? Most of them suck. It's going to be an absolute cluster F, if you know what I mean, here to start the season. Drake as an RB1? Yeah, absolutely. I can see it. Rieger or Ruggs? Give me Rieger. Coke or Pepsi? Give me Coke. Kyler or Deshaun? Once again, it's still Kyler. Devin Singletary or Jonathan Taylor? Yeah. If you can keep these guys, it's Jonathan Taylor. If it's just this year, Devin Singletary may be slightly safer. Where is Nick Chubb ranked in PPR leagues? I don't know about every league, but right now I got him at number, I believe, 6. What else do we have? BC Johnson? No, not interested. Derrick Henry or Dalvin Cook? Give me Derrick Henry. Matt Ryan, Watson or Wilson? Give me Matt Ryan. Eckler or Julio? Man, it depends, but honestly, I kind of want Eckler. I think Julio is one of the best wide receivers of the year, though. Really depends on the makeup of your team and how large the leagues are, stuff like that. Hunter Henry or Hearst? For Kyle, it's Henry. For me, it's Hearst. Fournette or Gurley in a PPR? I still got Gurley a little bit higher. Kyle or Jake? I'll say Kyle in hopes that when he lets it flow, he says Jake. If he doesn't, he's a dick. Coke or crack? Neither. Actually, I'll take Coke. What are we talking about? Coca-Cola here? Because if it's the other stuff, not doing it. I got too much on the line. Matt Ryan or Tom Brady? Give me Matt Ryan. Is Eckler at RB1 in standard leagues? No, probably not. He's still a running back too, though. Which running back to own on the Rams? Right now, Cam Akers. Hunter Henry? It went too fast. Jake, trade you a bib for a fantasy football draft guide. Rico, I appreciate the offer. Half point PPR. That's all it says. That's it. Who has a faster 40 time, Jake or Kyle? It'd be neck and neck. The Office or Parks and Rec? I hate to tell you, I've never seen
The
either.
Office.
Let's see here. Earliest, you would take CEH, second round. Anywhere in the second round, I would take him. Which running back to own on the Rams? It's still Akers. Ridley over Juju? Nope, not in my league. Metcalf or McLaurin? I got DK a little bit higher. Rojo or hooking me up with a draft guide? That is a great question. Cypher Oxide. Write that name down, Kyle, because he just won a draft guide for that comment. Cypher Oxide. Tim Tebow or Kalen Ballage? Give me Tim Tebow. Hooper or Herndon? Give me Herndon there. Actually, no, I'm going to go with Hooper. I don't trust the Adam Gase offense. CEH or Tyreek? I mean, if this is the first round, I would go Tyreek over CEH. I'm not drafting CEH in the first round. Hey, Jake, you got water on your shirt. It's not water, my friend. Sanders or Eckler in a full PPR? Give me Eckler with Sanders still a little bit banged up. Thoughts on Antonio Gibson? I think the kid is talented. He's just going to take some time to develop. John Ross or T. Higgins? Give me T. Higgins, but I mean, it's kind of a toss-up there at the end. It really depends on how injured A.J. Green really is. CEH placement in half PPR. Right now we have him as running back 13, I believe. Let me know why Kyle is Andy Bernard. Who's Andy Bernard?
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
He's a better singer than I am.
Okay, got it. Devante Adams or Henry in the first round? Give me Henry. Golden Tate or A.J. Green? Give me Golden Tate. Hollywood Brown or Henry Ruggs? Give me Hollywood Brown. Sanders or Eckler in a full PPR? Give me Eckler. Ridley or OBJ? I still got OBJ higher. Hayden Hurst or Chris Herndon? Give me Hurst. Is Antonio Gibson viable? He could be, but he's not somebody I want to count on anywhere, near future. Parker or Diggs? Man, I'm going to go Diggs by a hair. Tate or AJ Green? Still Tate. Hey, Jake, have you peed on your shirt? No. I would be impressive, though, if I did that on a live stream. It'd be awkward, though, because it shouldn't be aimed this way while I'm talking to a bunch of dudes about football. Sanders or Julio? Give me, depends on the Sanders injury. Right now, Julio is probably by a hair. D-Hop or Godwin? Give me Godwin. Hunt or Moistert? Moistert in a full PPR? No, still give me Kareem Hunt. Gibson or Love? I think Love gets the first opportunity, but personally, if it's a keeper league, I'd rather keep Gibson. D-Hop or Godwin? Still Godwin. 5 minutes in bed with Jake or a draft guide? Everybody's taking the 5 minutes with me. Sanders or Julio? Sanders or Adams? I love Sanders, but we need more info on that injury before I can really tell people that they still have to go after him no matter what. Give me Metcalf. Yep, absolutely. Love me some DK Metcalf. Swift or Gordon? I think Gordon is still safer to start the year, but I like Swift long term. Fournette or David Johnson? Give me Fournette by a hair. I still think he's heavily involved in that offense, but they're both neck and neck. Best wide receiver rookie? It's going to be Jalen Reagor in Philadelphia. Mike Evans or Keenan Allen? Give me Mike Evans still by a hair. Email? I'm not going to read that. I'm going to say something about screenshots, and I don't want to, tempt myself into something I probably shouldn't say on the internet. Where to target Hearst in a 14-team league? Probably somewhere right around round 9 or 10. I'm new. I don't know what to do. Shibby man, don't worry. Everybody has to start somewhere. Dobbins is a league winner. A league winner? No. Next year, possibly this year. I don't think he sees enough volume. What round do you take Reagor? You're probably going to have to take him right around round 8-ish if you really want him. Metcalf or Lockett? Give me Metcalf. OBJ or Kupp? Give me OBJ. Mac at running back 4? Nope, not going to do it. Bobby Sylvester, he's a douchebag. Chubb or Mixon, half PPR? For Kyle, it's Mixon. For me, it's Chubb. Please name 2 late round wide receiver breakouts that people are sleeping on. Mecole Hardman is going to be one of them. What about Golden Tate is another one. I think he's somebody that could provide some value a little bit later. Eckler or Chubb? I got Chubb higher still. Hollywood Brown or Henry Ruggs? Give me Hollywood Brown. Ridley or DK? I got Ridley a couple spots higher, but I love both. What about Henry or Kamara? I got Kamara higher. Got milk? Nope, no milk anywhere in the house probably right now. Eckler or Chubb? Still got Chubb higher. Kamara or Henry? Got Kamara. Dolphins final record. 9-7. That's bold. Mid-round league winner. Man, I could be super bold here and say Jordan Howard because I think he's somebody who's being slept on and he could actually have a solid year, but I don't know if I want to call him a league winner. Would you trade the 4th slot for the 9th slot in a 12-man league? I wouldn't move back unless I got something extra. Jake, anyone ever tell you look like Seth Rogen? All the dang time, but I am so much better looking and so much smarter than Seth Rogen. Whew.
Cup or Lockett, gonna go with Cup here. Lockett or Metcalf, Metcalf. Ronald Jones or Rojo, two in the same. Who chokes more in the playoffs, the Vikings or the Saints lately? Right next to each other. Dobbins of league winner, probably not this year. Hooper or Gesicki? Gesicki for me. Lockett or Metcalf? Metcalf. Sanders or Adams? Sanders. Keenan Allen thoughts this year. Low end wide receiver one upside. Ridley or DK in a full PPR? Still going to go with Ridley. Ayuk, Rager or Jefferson? Rager 100%. Best team name, touching my Chubb or show me your TDs. Let's go with Chubb. Jacobs or Mixon and Standard? Going to go with Mixon. Sanders. Todd Gurley, David Johnson, too risky. It's got risk, but that's okay. You can't win nothing without risk. Henry or Kamara? Kamara. One of you says to draft Cooper, the other one doesn't. Go listen to our must-have and do not draft videos, and you're going to have to choose for yourself. Breeze or Ryan? Ryan for me. Miles Sanders with the 16th pick and half PPR, winner. How is Hollywood in PPR this year? Definitely think he has some wide receiver 2 upside. Brown or Ruggs? Going to go with Brown. Kyler or Russell? Russell. There is a new running back behind Eckler. Any concerns? Absolutely not. Fuller or Diggs? I'm going to go with Diggs to be safe. Fuller if you want that upside. Wilson or Kyler? Wilson. Sanders, Todd Gurley, David Johnson. Already did that one. Eckler or Mixon? Mixon. Jake or Kyle? Oh, well, I'm picking Jake because he picked me. Where's the value for Leonard Fournette? 3rd round. Eckler or Sanders? Eckler. Jacob in the 4th or Kareem in the... Oh, I just missed it. Oh, it's gone. I'm so sorry. It's gone. What about the sick draft guide? It is awesome. Get it. We still have some to give away, though. How is Hollywood? Oh, if you do buy it and we pick you, we'll refund you as well. Just a heads up. Living on borrowed time. I don't know what that is. New running back behind Eckler. No concerns. For favorite late round quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Jacobs in the 4th or Kareem in the 12th. There it is. Jacobs in the 4th for me. Zeke, Gurley, and Connor too risky for the first 3 rounds. Nope, not at all. What pick is your favorite in a 12-person league? Give me that 1 or 2 or back at the end of the first round. Mahomes or oh geez. Well, obviously it's Mahomes. I have Miles Sanders and Chubb. My name is Miles of Chubb.
Perfect. Lay it, my friend. Lay it.
That through me.
Yes. Love it.
So
many people just stole that team name from you.
Montgomery or Cotter. I'm going to go with Montgomery. That was awesome. Pats or Chargers D? I'll go with the Chargers D. Favorite late round quarterback? Already got that one. Eckler or Sanders? Eckler. 8th pick, 10 PPR. Who to choose? Oh, and that 8th round is going to be one of those later round running backs. Jacobs, Mixon, Eckler, Sanders. Any of those guys going back there. Jacobs or Eckler? I'm going with Jacobs now. Preston Williams, don't mind him. Late round pick. Cooper or Sutton? Cooper. Is trading Leonard Fournette for Mike Evans worth it? Probably would rather have Fournette this year. Joe Mixon or Kenyon Drake? Going with Mixon there. This is my 2nd year playing fantasy. You need help. You're in the right place. We've got you. Cooper or Sutton? Cooper. We are machine guns. We try. Is the 3rd pick a good pick this year? 12-man league. Yeah, you can get Zeke or Kamara. It is up to you. David Johnson, who's your running back 3, 100%. AJ Green or Tyler Boyd? Honestly, I'll go with Tyler Boyd a little bit later than AJ Green right now. How do I get a free draft guide? Stick around. We might pick you. Chubb or Kittle? Chubb. Cooper or Sutton? Cooper. Henry or Ingram? Ingram. Is Baker Mayfield a number 1 quarterback? Yes, we still believe so, 100%. 10 pick in a 10-man league. Any suggestions on my back-to-back picks? We're going to go with those running backs. Whatever running backs are left over is where you should be going there. Jacobs or Drake? Jacobs. Screw whoever disliked the video. Haters going to hate. James White floor this year, definitely. And PPR, a running back 2. Prescott or Tannehill? Prescott 100%. Drake or Gurley? Drake. Rank these running backs. Drake, Sanders, Jones, Eckler, and a half PPR. It is going to be Eckler, Sanders, and Drake for me. Need upside. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to call it there. Jake, did you see what I did?
No. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it. Way to
like
cheat.
I can't see anymore.
Yes.
All right. So our boy Need Upside did $100 for somebody to get MVP for the next or a month of
This is what he's saying right here. I can explain it. You get ready to answer Rico and Connor.
Okay.
I'll answer Need Upside because you need a second. All right, so this is what he wants to do. He's donated $100 because he wants 5 people to come try out the MVP tier of Patreon. I mean, we have our personal Slack channel, our private Slack channels. We have audio podcasts, articles, and he wants 5 people to join it, and he wants to pay for 5 people to do it. So this is how it has to work, because Patreon is not our website. I don't control this. If you sign up, but it's going to have to be the first 5 that do it. I can't guarantee anybody who does it. The first 5 people who sign up for the MVP tier, I will refund your $20. And Need Upside has taken care of it. He's one of our MVPs. He's looking out for 5 people. So if you head to Patreon, you have to subscribe for $20. Once you do, I'll refund the first 5. I can only do the first 5 that sign up for it. Absolutely. That's the man right there, because he knows how fire the content bees on Patreon. He's trying to get more people in there with us.
That's awesome. Number 1.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Need Upside. He's been around for quite some time. How many more draft guides do we have to give away?
Hang on, I'm writing it. We have 3 more as of right now.
Can we give one to John Marines? He says he starts school tomorrow and needs a little bit of a pick-me-up by getting a draft guide.
Got it. John Marines. Got it. Send me an email.
Got it. Garrett wants to know if Antonio Gibson is any good. He's good, but he's also very raw.
Yes.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, let me go back to Rico while Swag Rich, tries to compose himself. He says Dak, Miles Sanders, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Kenny Galladay, Robert Woods, DJ Moore, Terry McScorin. I like that. Jonathan Taylor, Jonnu Smith, 10-team, full PPR. How did I do? Dak, Sanders, Chubb, Mixon, Galladay. I mean, that is love
a banger.
It. Rico, you absolutely kill it. 100% a banger. Connor Lambert says Coors, Miller, or Budweiser. I will admit, probably none of the above, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not a huge beer guy. I'd rather have a mixed drink before I have a beer. What about our boy Isaiah coming out once again? He's starting it out with Hear Me Out, so this has got to be good. It says, Hear Me Out. Mixon is my keeper in the second round. Thomas with my first pick, and RBs with my next 3 picks. Thoughts? Gurley would be his running back 2. So what he wants to do is he's keeping Mixon. So he wants to take Michael Thomas in the first and then follow it up with running backs after that. Being that you already have Mixon, I don't hate that. I don't hate that one bit. As long as you focus on running backs afterwards, I think you'll be set up just fine.
We've got 613 people watching right now.
Hell yeah, we do, because we are awesome, and so is this community.
This is our biggest live stream of the off season so far. It's really picked up lately. Everybody's coming back. That is awesome. We're excited to see it. So if you do me a couple of favors. Number 1, if you are in the live stream right now, hold on a second. If you are in the live stream right now and you're new to the Fantasy Headliners, this is your first time joining us, do me a favor, go down below, hit that subscribe button. Okay, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers right now. Help us out getting there. Number 2, we're 11 likes away from 700 likes on the live stream. Now we're 9 away. 9 likes away from 700. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Do it now. We have 2 more draft guides to give away, right?
Dos mas. Dos mas.
Dos mas.
Dos mas. And I'm brewing something, Kyle. I got an idea. I got an idea.
I like ideas.
I'm working out the idea in my head before I verbalize it, though. I was taught that at a very young age to think before I speak. So I'm thinking.
Do you need to message it to me?
I think you already know what I may be thinking. I'm working it through because I want to make sure I say it the right way. But I think I got another way to take care of the nation for some of the people that may be slightly on the fence whether they want to buy a draft guide.
Okay, let me hear it.
I got to say it now? I haven't even had time to think it all the way through.
Okay, never mind. Don't say it now.
Give me a couple minutes here. I want to make sure I say it the right way.
Holy crap. 738 likes. Headliner Nation. Love you all. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. 740 likes. Y'all are out there banging tonight.
That, and I'm starting to see we just got our first MVP sign up on Patreon that's going to be reimbursed. So we got a couple spots left. If you're looking for it, the first 5 that get in, that's all I can guarantee is the first 5 emails that I get of signups on Patreon, Need Upside's got you covered for the first month. What about... Let's see here. I got to pause it for a second. It was going too fast.
Zach Burkett says, I do not have a draft guide, but I'd love one. His name is Cameron, by the way, Jake. Put him in his place. Sounds like a douche to me. Sorry.
Hey, Cameron. Dude, you suck.
Cameron?
Like, there's nothing... I'm saying the right name, right? It's Cameron? Cameron. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to fail at it, Cameron. You know why? Because your boy here, I mean, Swag Rich is getting so up in my face, I'm starting to lose concentration because it's like it's like a tractor beam of meanness coming your way. But Cameron, dude, you blow.
Cameron, let me tell you something here real quick. All right. So what's going to happen? One night you're going to be walking home, dark street, lights flickering down the corner. You hear a soft pitter patter behind you. You turn, nothing's there. You start to feel like something's watching you. You start to walk quicker and then quicker. The sirens of a cop car blur in the distance. You figure, what's happening? What's going on? Boom! Swag Rich in your face. Suck it.
Wow, that went dark really quickly.
Well, you did that. I had to follow it up with something. Okay, so Zach says he doesn't have a draft guide, so we got to hook him up with a draft guide.
Zach Burkett.
Zach, make sure you email Jake, info@ the Fantasy Headliners. The MVP chat is like, Cameron better hide because he's screwed.
That's totally going to be a GIF in just a couple minutes. Boobar going to take care of that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I mean, this is what it's all about, though, right? We like to have fun. We're hanging out with you guys, just communicating with the community. How many times do you watch a YouTube channel and never get to be involved? Your answer is probably most of the time. So that's what we love to do, this type of stuff. It's a bunch of fun. We like to have fun with it. And to see 772 likes and still 600 people watching, it's because people are excited for some football, Kyle. And I think I've figured out a way to say it, Kyle. I think I've worked it through my process. And this is going to go for all the people who are still on the fence whether or not they want to purchase the draft guide. So I'm going to message Taylor, and it's going to be good to go. In fact, I just got a message that it is good to go. This is what I'm going to set up for tonight. Maybe you're on the fence with a draft guide. I just put together a starter pack. We put together a little starter pack. It's going to have the perfect draft and draft day strategies, 2 sections of our draft guide. It's going to be available on our website, and you can purchase it for just $5. It's a teaser pack, right, to let you know kind of what the guide is like. It's also going to include a promo code for $5 off the regular draft guide. So you pay $5, you get to see a little bit of a teaser of it. If you like what you see, you use the promo code, you get your guide for $15, you get it for the original price of $19.99, and then you're set. So if you're on the fence and you just kind of want to see what it's all about, head over to the website right now, fantasyheadliners.com, get yourself a starter pack, because I know once you see it, you're going to want the rest. It's gonna make some saliva in your mouth. It's going to like, you're back. Yeah, I got to have more.
Garrett does have a question. I'm going to go ahead and respond to this real quick. He says, who needs a draft guide? We helped him win last year with just our YouTube uploads. Well, here's the thing. If we helped you win with our YouTube videos, just imagine how much more you could put it on your league mates with a draft guide. The draft guide information and the YouTube videos and the Patreon content, it's all separate, okay? What you see here on the YouTube, okay, it's not from the draft guide. We don't take anything from the draft guide and put it on YouTube. We've done a couple of teasers with it before, but no, it's over 600 pages of amazing information. So I just kicked something. What did I just kick?
Oh, well, whatever it was could have been that.
No, all the stuff's falling down that's in storage down here.
And plus, you got to think of it this way: if you're getting a ton of information that you can use throughout the year, right? Because it gives you all the information you need about all the players in the NFL that are possible fantasy, relevant. You can use that off and on all year. Plus, we'll update it until the season starts. So, I mean, tons of information.
Khalifa Kingston just became an MVP. What's going on, brother? Thanks so much for joining us over on the exclusive Headliner Nation.
That's right. Exclusiveness. All right. Shibbyman22
Jeez.
says, headliners, brother is in distress. Financial disaster. Send guide now. So he's sending out the SOS, Kyle.
SOS.
And if I remember right, Shibbyman is the one who said he was brand new and had no idea what he was doing. Should we hook up a first-timer, Kyle, and give Shibbyman a draft guide?
Let's do it.
Shibbyman22, send me an email. We'll get you headed in the right direction. Now, I figure if we teach you young, right? You may be new to fantasy football, but if we get to you early enough, you'll dominate for years. So send me an email.
Ryan Chen says, how do I get my draft guide on Patreon? Well, if you sign up for the MVP tier on Patreon, you'll get your draft guide for free. The draft guide isn't in Patreon, though. You get an email on how to create an account, and then you log into the draft guide through our website. So a little bit of a difference there. Yeah. Isaiah's got another question for us. Isaiah just out here chilling tonight. We appreciate that. Thank you for another donation. What is Michael Gallup's value this year? Wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, a good player for bye weeks. For me, I think he's got wide receiver 3 with some upside written on him. There's just so many mouths for him to be fed there. I just don't see how he's the guy that elevates all the way up to like wide receiver 1 status. I do think he ends up being the number 2 behind Cooper still, and then Lamb ends up being the number 3.
My inbox has officially been obliterated. We have emails and notifications coming out the yin-yang right now. People subscribing to the gaming channel, some Patreon signups, some draft guide orders. People are flying. So right now we got, here's a good question. It's from Derek Rosmus, Kyle. Thoughts on Damian Harris? There's a lot of stuff coming out about Damian Harris lately. Is that something you're buying into, or just James White still is the only one you're going to mess with?
I will take a late round shot at Damian Harris. It's got to be late, though.
Super late. I mean, we already know that it's a nightmare trying to figure out the backfield of the Patriots on a weekly basis. James White is like the one guy that you can pretty much count on for the most part.
O Villa says we need to retire Swag Rich already.
That would be like the shortest character in the history of characters. Swag Rich has been around for like 2 or 3 weeks.
If y'all want Swag Rich to stick around, throw me some fire emojis in the chat. Just one.
Just one fire emoji.
Don't do a whole bunch. You'll get banned. Okay, just do one.
Yeah. Google will ban you for excess emoji usage. Just one fire emoji.
Just one. One fire emoji. 17 days to football.
Perfect. Eric, did you get Eric's question yet?
No, I didn't.
Eric SS. 10-man Superflex. Double QB Keeper League. Wow. Kept Evans and Watson. Gave up a 3rd and 4th round pick. He's the 10th pick. Who should I take for my 1 and 2 back-to-back? 2 running backs, a wide receiver running back, quarterback, tight end. What's the combo? Personally, because you kept Evans and Watson, you have to go 2 running backs early. Because I have to think that there's already the top running backs were being kept anyway, so there's going to be fewer to choose from. And if you don't go running back, you're going to be running back screwed by the middle of your draft. So being that you got Evans and Watson, I'm going heavy running back now to start your draft. I'm seeing some fire emojis.
Got it. He's staying. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see here. Shaky Ben Myers got his first draft next Sunday. Congratulations on waiting to the time that you're supposed to draft. People can't be drafting early in August. A lot of people drafting already. Try. Every single year, you have to try to just wait as long as you can. I know you want to. I know you're excited about it, but wait till like the weekend before the season starts. Otherwise, you're dealing with training camp injuries and stuff, and it's just a pain.
I want to remind everyone real quick too. So we get literally upwards of 10,000 questions a week, whether it be YouTube comments, emails, messages on social media platform. It is absolutely insane. Okay. And as you know, or can probably figure, it's darn near impossible for us to answer all those. So this year we created a section on Patreon, $10 a month. It guarantees that you get your questions answered all season long. So if you were to go over to Patreon and sign up there for the $10 tier, or 20, you can become an MVP Patreon as well, and then you get all the extra stuff with it too. If you don't want to do that, if you do the $10 tier, then any message that you send us through Patreon, there's a messaging thing right there. You can send us any question you want to. We'll respond to every single one of those. Guaranteed question answered throughout the season. Can't guarantee it out here though, especially things starting to pick up. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that.
Yes, because I would love to be able to get to all of them. There's no way to do that.
Michael wants me to sing again.
Michael does? Michael, don't encourage this. You encourage this type of behavior, and then we all have to suffer through it.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
James Akobo, did I miss Let It Flow? James, we flowed twice. We flowed
technically
twice
4 times if you count each of us as one flow.
We each did it twice. Now, am I against doing it again, Kyle? Have we flowed 3 times in a show before?
There's still 588 people watching.
Have we flowed 3 times before?
I don't know.
I don't think we've ever flowed 3 times in one live stream.
We are 10 likes away from 800.
Here's the deal, though. Because the nation told Swagrich to suck it earlier because you didn't think we could hit 400, how about this? One last challenge for the night. If we can get to 900 likes, we'll both let it flow again.
900. Oh.
It's 110 more. There's 578 people watching. So
Ocean
awesome.
Jones wants to know, in a league where 10 passing yards equal 1 point, should QBs be drafted higher? Patrick Mahomes in the first. I mean, it does pick up a little bit, but not nearly as much as I'd like. Now, if you were to say like at 6 points, TDs passing as well, then at that point we got to start thinking quarterbacks a lot earlier. But for me, no.
Connor wants because if you think about it, I mean, you're going to be able to get guys later on like Ryan and Breeze and stuff like that. They're going to get close to 4,500 yards too. So
Connor says the people demand a Swagrich mixtape
and a calendar. Wasn't it last week they wanted a Swagrich calendar?
Yes.
So he's in demand.
Juan says that he just became an MVP Patreon. Is that true?
I'll be completely honest, Kyle.
You can't see in the emails right now.
Dude, my email is obliterated right now. It's going to take me a while to go through all my emails.
I do.
Yes.
I did not forget, people. I still owe Isaiah a dance, okay, because I promised it to him. I can't do it, though, because this area of the studio down here, you can't see it. I'm not wearing pants. I'm not going to show you. No, I'm kidding. I got pants on. Down here, we had to move some stuff in here today because we kind of cleaned like the garage and stuff and moved some things around. So there's lots of things around me. It's hard. It's hard to move in here right now.
Yeah, I mean, you still owe it. We're not going to let you forget about it, though.
I will. I'm going to do it. I promise.
The real Slim Jedi, the best defense this year. Should we bring up the Earl Thomas fiasco with Baltimore? Because Baltimore was a top-ranked defense. Does Pittsburgh slide in front of Baltimore now?
I think
in my rankings, I'll put Pittsburgh as number 1.
Okay. I'm not against it.
I still think Baltimore's got a great defense. Don't get me wrong. I just think this, kind of puts. I mean, they were neck and neck anyway. So you lose Earl Thomas, you got to take a little bit of a hit.
Sounds like you got a few other people that became Patreon members.
Yes. I did see Juan Miami Style. If that's the same Juan, I see you signed up there, Juan. You guys are getting a ton of information right at the click of a button because you should get all the old prior information from this off season, plus anything else we drop here in the future.
We may have added 7 new Patreons since we went live.
I can take an estimated guess because I'm guessing. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, just looking at what the number was a little bit ago when I checked.
Yes, it looks like 7. It looks like 7, but
Need
my
upside
inbox
says
is
my voice is like a dog whistle, and you're all dogs.
wow. People
Jason
love
says
your
we missed
voice.
his paid comment. Justin Jackson, can he fill the run role and have some late value? Jason, I'm sorry that I missed your comment. My apologies. It's been bopping in here tonight. I'm not. No, I don't think he's going to do too much. Will he get the first shot? Maybe. But I'm not feeling it. I don't think he's going to have much value outside of maybe if Eckler were to have to sit at the end of the season or something like that. But Eckler is going to be the guy there.
Perfect. Yep, absolutely. And don't forget, Joshua Kelly's still going to be in the mix too. So
Joe Mendoza says, "Can I get a shout out to play for opening of draft of the 11th season of the B House Pride Fantasy Football League in Wilmington, California, and last year's champ Michael Wolfson, Team Sweathogs. My first year as commish. Any draft party suggestions?" Ooh, that's a good one. Draft party suggestions. There is the Supremo package on Patreon where Jake and I will fly out. Well, no, I'm kidding.
No, there's not. That would be awesome, though, if I just showed up at somebody's draft and just trash talked everybody.
Yeah, we will sit there and scream at your opponents. That thing where we just did, where we got really close to the camera, we'll do that though to the people who are drafting in the league. Right when they're drafting, we'll just be right in their face and be like, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, you screwed up, bro. You suck. You suck so much."
It's a stupid pick. Worst pick you could have made. But yeah, absolutely shout out to the Sweat Hogs. Definitely Michael Wolfson, last year's champ. Somebody's going to take him down. I mean, he proved his worth last year, but I mean, now is the time for everybody to gather the horses and try to defeat Michael, because otherwise he's going to tell the entire team of the B House Pride Fantasy Football League out there in Wilmington, California, to straight up suck it, boys, because you can't touch him. So hopefully y'all bring in your A game, because I know Joe's going to do his best to come after him.
Do we have any draft guides left to give away?
1.
We got to give it to Mark Pena.
What did Mark do?
My kids dropped out of high school because they're ashamed of my win this season last year. My wife won't even let me sleep in the same bed. I need some help, guys.
Wow.
Mark gets a draft guide. Mark, email Jake, info@thefantasyheadliners.com, and we'll get you hooked up with the draft guide.
Let's see here. How about this? This is a great one. Brent Popino. Will there ever be an Ultra MVP Patreon where we could get smack talk videos from Jake and songs from Swag Rich? Hey, Brent, it's already
there.
For $10 a month, we'll make you 2 hype videos a year where we'll trash talk anybody you want us to, as long as you give us the backstory and what we need to say. We'll do it.
I'll even come up with my own song. Suck it, mother. Suck it, mother. Just over and over and over.
Wow. That is awesome.
You're losing your league. Suck it, mother.
I would like to just pay for it just to see what you come up with. All right, so I've seen this come through a couple times, and it's a question from Rod Happenstance. He wants to know if we can announce the 5 people who are getting reimbursed from MVP Patreon. So give me a second here. Let me see if I can come up with it here. Let me get the first 5. The first one is going to be Ryan Lewis is number 1. Ryan Lewis was the first to pop into Patreon. Number 2, it must be contagious because it's Ryan Chen. Ryan Chen is the second winner for Patreon. Number 3 is John Lombard. John Lombard is number 3. I mean, it must be something in the water tonight, because winner number 4 is another Ryan. Our third Ryan, Ryan Berger, is number 4. And the last one, Noah Obed. Noah Obed was the 5th one in on Patreon. Those are the top 5 that signed up for Patreon that need upside. He donated $100. So for you 5, I'm going to go in It may be tomorrow morning because my inbox is ridiculous. But I'm going to go in there and I'll refund your first months. You're still going to have a whole month worth of information. So get it. If you like it, stick around because more's coming with the season right around the corner. Plus, in the MVP tier, you get DFS content. So you'll be able to win your money back playing DraftKings and Monkey Knife Fight. So you should be good to go. But those were the 5.
Couple things too. John Goy says, hey guys, I didn't receive my draft guide, paid for it months ago. What do I do now? Email info@thefantasyheadliners.com, include your order number, and Jake will take a look at it. Now, also keep in mind that sometimes that the emails that you were sent that included your information to log in went to spam email. So go check your spam and junk, see if you have it in there. If you don't have it in there, email Jake and we'll double check it on our end to make sure the purchase actually went through and that we have your order number. Also, Anna out there, one of our MVP Patreons, throwing out a $20 dono, saying one more for the people. So we got one more draft guide to give away. What's a good question we can ask the people?
The people? Let me look. I'll find one. Answer a couple questions, and I'll find us a question.
I've also seen a question a couple of times on I don't get the hype on Joe Mixon. I don't know who it came from. If you don't get the hype, go check out my must-have video from a couple of months ago. It has Josh Jacobs on the thumbnail. It says must-have. Actually, it dropped on July 4th, didn't it?
I mean, it was around there.
It was like July 3rd, July 4th, July 5th, something like that. But go back in the videos. Josh Jacobs on the thumbnail. Mixon and Jacob is both in there. Trust me, after you see it, you're going to get why there is a whole lot of Mixon in my lineups this year.
Whole lot of Mixon? All right. Hang on. I'm looking for a good question, Kyle. I'm going in the archives here. I'm going to see who's been paying attention lately. I'll find something.
Giuseppe, what's going on, brother? Giuseppe hanging out in the chat, dropping a dono. Hey, guys, in the PPR 12-team draft on Friday, his keepers are Bell, Sanders, Hopkins, Galladay. I can get Derrick Henry for Hopkins 1-for-1. Should I do it? Yes. I'm doing it.
Let's see.
Can you trade Bell for something then? Maybe start doing a little bit of magic right now. See if you can trade Bell for another wide receiver. Try to get like a wide receiver 2 type of guy. And then do the Hopkins for Derrick Henry. I would rather have Derrick Henry over Hopkins no matter what. The one thing that you run into an issue then, though, is that you have now 4 running backs and 1 wide receiver. So maybe try to trade Bell for a wide receiver if you can.
All right, I'm almost to a good question here, Kyle. I got to get to the certain part of the video where I said it so I can give the right answer. Hang on, let's see here. Hold please. Still getting there. My phone's even just about said F you for the night because it's been so overworked the last hour and a half. Hang on. Answer a few more questions, Kyle. I'll get to it.
Isaiah just messaged me to confirm, yes, it dropped on July 4th.
Perfect. See, you were right.
Isaiah doing some investigative work there.
That's right.
Yeah, Joe Mixon, David, you are right. Joe Mixon is Swag Rich's. Oh yeah, I got a little bit of an itch. You gotta get some more. Get it.
You gotta scratch it.
Injected in my veins.
Wow.
Eckler or Adams? I'm taking Eckler. Full PPR. Should I give Connor and Kupp for Drake? I'm good with that. I'll take Drake. My heart can't handle this. Can't handle what? It's a good time. Thoughts on Brian Edwards? Love Brian Edwards. Don't be surprised if he's the wide receiver 1 there before too long. Will Mayfield bounce back this year? Yeah, I 100% believe he will. Is Scotty Miller a good late round pick? For me personally, I'm not investing in Scotty Miller. They have so many weapons there. I don't think Scotty Miller really does anything. Maybe like a best ball league, but.
Who's got the best ones?
Best salad dressing? I like Caesar.
I mean, give me some ranch. I'll put ranch on anything.
I do like Caesar. Eckler or CEH? Eckler for me. Steve Sims or Jerry Jeudy? Oh, give me some of that Steve Sims. You want to know why? He's in the draft guide. He was in the very first part, like first edition of the draft guide this year. So he's been in there all offseason long. Joe Mixon is Swag Rich's Bay of the Year. Right next to Galladay and Matthew Stafford. Come on over. All four of us can have a good time, if you know what I mean. Chubb or Jacobs? Jake has got Chubb higher. I've got Jacobs higher. Can I use my Manscaped oh God. Can I use my Manscaped razor while reading the draft guide that I haven't got yet? Be careful. Don't shave and draft.
Never shave and draft at the same time.
Singletary or Connor? Singletary for me. Giuseppe just threw out another dono. What do you got? I'm waiting for it. Pop.
Wow. I want to ask this question, but it's really hard to tell the answer in the video. But if you pause it and blow it up, you can see it. So here is a question for a draft guide when we're ready, Kyle.
All right, get it. Okay, I've got 2 questions to answer real quick. Giuseppe dropping another dono. Another one for you, Kyle. Was offered Robinson and the 212 for Bell 2-3. Then can do Hopkins for, yes, do it. Then you would get Henry, Sanders, Robinson, and Galladay. 100% do that. Dave Myers, love the content this year, guys. 10-man, half PPR. Keep Drake and lose a round 9 pick, or Darren Waller and lose the 15th. Drake, 115%. We got another one that just came in too. Hold on. Pause for one moment.
Pausing.
Isaiah throwing out another one. Aside from Rager, who else is a viable rookie that you could stash late and use later when buys come around for wide receivers? Justin Jefferson, Henry.
That's the first one that comes to mind.
Are probably the 2 guys that have the closest route or the quickest route to targets.
And Bryan Edwards would probably be up on that list.
And Bryan Edwards. Yes.
Yep. Okay. This is going to be tough. This is going to take some investigation.
Okay.
I highly doubt that anybody right off the top of their head is going to know this. So recently, on an intro of a video, there was a advertisement for our Patreon page. It showed me waking up early and stretching and then just watching it on the back of my truck. What 3 colors were in the socks that I was wearing? Tell me the 3 colors in my socks, and I'll give you a free draft guide. Jake, how worried are we about Edmonds eating into Drake's role? I'm not. I mean, if you think about it, every running back in the NFL, they all split touches some way or another. They're not out there for every single snap of every single game. Edmonds was going to get some work anyway. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think it takes away anything from Kenyon Drake. He's still going to get the bulk. Edmonds is just going to be somebody who he goes in there and picks up the slack from time to time. Plus, don't forget, Kenyon Drake is only on a 1-year deal. So they have to make sure that, they have, a plan in place for next year. So I'm not worried about it. Oh, wow.
Jake,
Things
it
are
is
coming in.
10:54 at night. We've been streaming for an hour and 52 minutes, and we still have 523 of the smartest, most beautiful people in the world hanging out with us.
Okay. Hang on, I got to go back because somebody's gotten it right. I need to make sure they were the first one, so I'm scrolling back.
Somebody got it right?
I mean, I think people are just winging it. But
okay, well, good for them.
I want to make sure that it was right. So many people were so close. They were so close. Dang it. Nobody else got it up there earlier. We're getting down to where the winner was at. Dang it. This awkward silence is stressing me out, though, Kyle. Start talking to somebody.
Well, really, all it is right now is just a bunch of people asking if the color of the socks. Anyway, Kevin wants to know, throwing out a donation. Appreciate you, Kevin. Half-point PPR, 3rd round mock drafting. He's typically faced with Bell, Johnson, Gordon, Fournette, Gurley, or Reed Tremont. Who would you want for your running back 2? I do have Gurley ahead of David Johnson, but those are my two that I want in that area.
Man, so many people have been putting in guesses here. And they're off by like one color.
Mixon and Ridley for Ryan and Gurley. Thoughts? Mixon and Ridley 100%. In a PPR, do I draft Eckler, Mixon, or Sanders at the 14th? Mixon for me. Daniel says he's going to sell his dog so he can purchase a draft guide.
Wow.
Mike says, so no mowing the lawn while drafting? No, don't.
Oh, come on. Where was it?
If you had the first pick in standard, who would you take? In standard, it doesn't matter for me. I'm still going to go Barkley or McCaffrey. Doesn't matter. It's going to be one of those two. Any chance the headliner is going to do... Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'm so sorry. I lost it. Any chance the headliner is going to do a top kicker and defense video? No, we won't end up doing that. Not on the YouTube channel because people don't watch it. We've tried. There's some stuff that we've tried to do in the past that we keep getting questions about. Defenses is one of them. Auction drafts is one of them. Yeah, we can't. Nobody watches it. So we try to keep the content that's going to end up getting the most views. We want to keep the popular content rolling. Did we watch SummerSlam? No, I am not a big wrestling fan anymore. Mike says he dropped his phone in the toilet during my draft because I was mowing the lawn with the lawnmower 3.0. It drafted Devin Funchess and Ronald Jones.
Wow, that's bad right there.
I'm so sorry.
You know what, Kyle? I've gone through it twice now. Nobody has it right yet.
Nobody has it right?
So many people are off by one color.
Justin wants to know if we've ever done vampire leagues before. I have not. I would like to, but I have not done it. I also want to do guillotine leagues as well. That would be fun.
Got a winner.
Oh, we got one. Who is it?
Dylan Bickle.
What's up, Dylan?
Dylan, Bickel. Dylan Bickle. Red, black, and green is the correct answer. He was the first. A lot of people had the red and black, but they were putting gray. And that's why I said it was so hard to see. You really had to see it on a bigger screen. So Dylan Bickle is the winner.
Spot 305 says, when should I hold my draft? As late as you possibly can. What do we think about Blake Jarwin? Liked him until they drafted CeeDee Lamb. Now there's not going to be enough targets to go around, so I'm off of CeeDee Lamb. What's up, guys, from Rico? What's going on, my man? Mason wants to know in a standard keeper league, Mostert and a 2021 fifth for a random player and a 2021 second. I can't keep him anyways. I'm already keeping Mahomes. Yeah, 100%. If you're not keeping him anyway, then yeah, make the trade and then move up. That'd be a good deal for you. Mixon or Jacobs? Mixon for me. Marco dropping a question here. 4th round, you picking Keenan Allen or Metcalf? I'm high on Metcalf thoughts. It's still slightly Keenan Allen for me in terms of safety, but Metcalf is more than likely going to have a much higher ceiling. So it depends on what route you want to go with your team there.
Yeah, if you took some risk at the running back position early, you may want to play it safer slightly with Keenan. But if you got some safe, solid stud running backs, I'm gambling on DK.
I am energized. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Had a lot going on tonight. Hope you all are well. One of our winners from last week. I am energized. What is going on? With your Patreon channel, do you guys help during our drafts? Here's the thing, Joe. For the MVPs, it's potentially an option, but we can't guarantee it. That's why we don't put it in there. If for some reason you were to message us and say, hey, this is when my draft is, if Jake or I were available, we could try our best to help out, but we can't guarantee that just because we have to actually be available at that time. It's something that we would like to do and we're going to try to do in the future. But for right now, it's really hard to do that. So if you were to sign up and you were to let us know, hey, this is when my draft would be, if one of us is available, we would definitely like to help you out. Isaiah coming in hot again. Isaiah, appreciate you tonight, my man. With Fitzgerald supposedly playing in the slot, what's his value? Wide receiver 3 or 4? You know, he's definitely a more of a wide receiver 3 for me this year. I don't necessarily think he outscores Hopkins, but there is a chance that him and Hopkins could have potentially very close target amounts.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough part. I mean, with Hopkins coming in, he's going to demand a fairly large target share, and Christian Kirk is still an option in that offense also. So, I mean, yeah, it's just kind of, much as I love Larry Legend here over my shoulder, I think it's going to be more hit and miss this year.
Monkey Business, would you trade your mid, second, and third round picks for the 1.02? No, I would not. Too much depth.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see here. Good league name suggestions. If anybody's got some good league name suggestions, throw them out there for Zap Inc. He's looking for some funny things. What else do we have? Chargers offense, AFC version of the Carolina Panthers. I can draw some similarities there, I guess. I don't entirely hate that comparison. I mean, they're pretty close. Defense is better in LA. Eckler and DJ Moore, Miles Sanders, Todd Gurley, David Johnson. Is that too much risk? Right now it is, because Miles Sanders isn't 100% healthy. Thoughts on Wentz? Man, I love Carson Wentz. If we could keep that dude on the field for 16 games, he would be a fantasy stud.
I got to say something real quick because we still got a lot of people watching. So one of our longtime supporters here, Mason Ruthier. Did I say it right, or is it Ruthier?
It's Ruthier. I'm
Ruthier. Sure. We had this discussion. Anyway, so him and his wife have a GoFundMe set up because they have to get a special helmet for their daughter, a special cranial helmet. They're working towards that. If you follow me on Twitter, I just hit the retweet on that. Him and his daughter are watching our show right now. So shout out to him and Rachel. But if you are able and willing, even if it's just a couple of bucks, and you can go over there and hit them up on their GoFundMe so they can get that helmet for their daughter, that would be a huge help for them. But yeah, I just retweeted it. So it's going to be like the top thing on my Twitter. Want to try and help those guys out. We appreciate their support over here. Audi 1515 drafts tonight. Dak, Chubb, Mixon, Robinson, Cooper, Fant, David Robinson, Metcalf on the bench. What are your thoughts? Keep up the great work. Oh, that's a good one.
Who's David Robinson?
Oh, David.
We ain't playing basketball no more.
This supposed to be David Montgomery?
I don't know. It says David Robinson.
Oh.
Dak, Chubb, Mixon, love it.
Yeah, still good.
Robinson and Cooper, don't hate it. Fant is my tight end. I'm a little bit worried about that. David Robinson, maybe it's supposed to be David Johnson. And maybe it auto-corrected on you. And Metcalf on the bench. I mean, if that's what it is, it's...
Oh, David Johnson. Even better.
Ooh. If it is, I mean, I'm thinking Johnson auto-corrected to Robinson for some reason, but that's what I'm guessing.
That's a good one.
Brad Booth, appreciate you. Says he watches all of our videos. Appreciate that. When is round 4 buy and sell vid coming out? We recorded it today, already this morning, or this evening. That one comes out, what, Tuesday, Kyle?
I still haven't recorded my video for tomorrow yet.
So maybe it comes out tomorrow, people. We'll see. It's tomorrow or Tuesday, one of the two. It'll be out in the next 2 days. How does that sound?
Oh.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you about the Miles Sanders injury?
I'm monitoring it.
I'm not scared, but I'm not like jumping at the fact and just saying, oh, he's 100% fine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate to give the cheesy answer, but I'm going to give you a 5 because I'm right in the middle.
The thing that concerns me is that he's week to week, and we really haven't heard a whole lot about what it is. It's just a lower body injury. That's the concerning thing for me.
Yeah. There's just not enough information out there. As soon as we hear something, we'll put it out there to the people, and we got our Dr. Ethan Turner. He's in our Slack channel for Patreon, so he's always giving us all the updates as soon as breaking news comes out too. So.
Yeah, that's another good thing about Patreon is Dr. Ethan Turner is going to be giving you some insight to that over on our Slack channel that you get access to. So that's always a good thing to have. Sammy is cool 2130 says just subscribed. Welcome to the fantasy headliners. Thanks for becoming a part of Headliner Nation tonight. He says, any draft guides tonight? We've given away a lot. You were just a little bit late.
13 of them already.
Oh, jeez.
13 of them we've already got. Technically 12. Okay, technically 12, but the 13th one is going to be to a random person who subscribed to our gaming channel. Headliner Gaming. We told people if they went over there, they subscribed and sent an emailed screenshot of them subscribed, I'd pick a random winner for a draft guide. That's the only one we haven't given away. I'll have to do that one later.
James says, number of cups of coffee you drink per week to film all these videos. I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's ridiculous. I drink minimum
3 cups a day.
Minimum is 2 cups a day.
Okay.
Minimum is 2 cups a day. Sometimes it's 3. So I'm going to say on a weekly basis, 17 cups of coffee. But the big cups. Go ahead.
Giuseppe. Back with another dono. Rager, Jefferson, Judy Lamb, Ruggs. Which 2 rookies would you guys target most in a full PPR? Criminal, your channel isn't at 100,000 subscribers yet. You know, the thing about that, before I answer the question, is we love Headliner Nation so much, but you refuse to share us with your league mates. If you would do that, we'd be well past 100,000, but y'all are keeping us a secret. So if you're not going to share us, then think about going over to Patreon and subscribing.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things is we had a goal this year of hitting 100,000 people, and we're not going to stop grinding and working any less than we were before. The year has been different, obviously. We're just trying to keep on going, keep our head down, keep working. We're going to get there. It's going to hit 100,000. It's going to be a great day, but it's just going to take a little bit more time, but we're willing to stick around. So hopefully you enjoy what we do. Kyle, it is 11 p.m.
Wait, we have to answer the question. There was a question with
that.
I
wasn't going to end it, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Giuseppe, Rager is my wide receiver 1 for wide receivers. I don't know why I answered it like that. My wide receiver 1 for rookies. Jeez Louise. Honestly, Jefferson probably is number 2 in terms of who is going to get the quickest amount of targets. Lamb is number 2 in terms of the guy that really could take off the quickest. And then Bryan Edwards is the guy that right now is being slept on the most. So it's a tough call. It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Rather is throwing out a donation. Appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. What I was going to say, Kyle, is it's 11 p.m. now on the East Coast. We can go into a few minutes of Headliner After Dark where you guys can ask us anything non-football related if you want to. We'll answer those also. Kind of kick back and relax just for a few minutes before we get out of here. What did you see, Kyle?
Rusty Shackelford. Hey, guys. Just finished drafting. Kyle, my girlfriend wants to know if you're going to pay child support for the child you danced into her the other week.
Wow.
Keep up the good work. You can't prove it. You can't prove it, Rusty.
That's right. I remember that. I see our boy Zev.
I'm not taking any tests.
No. Heck no. Zev is out there. Our boy Zev, one of the Headliner faithful. He says, full PPR. Should I give Connor and Kupp for Drake? Connor and Kupp for Drake.
I would.
My receivers are Godwin, Parker, AJ Green. And my RBs are CEH and Eckler. So he's got CEH and Eckler. He wants to trade Connor and Kupp to get Drake. So if he does that, he's got Drake, CEH, and Eckler, which I love. And then at wide receiver, it gives him Godwin, Parker, and AJ Green. I'm a little worried about the wide receivers, so I'm hoping there's a little bit more depth that you can maybe pick up off the waiver wire, possibly, because Parker and Green have some question marks as of right this second. But otherwise, I mean, the 3 running backs are studs.
Mike Moment hitting us with a donation here. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Did I draft good? Standard non-PPR 12 team. Josh Allen, Kenny Galladay, Amari Cooper, Kamara, Jacobs, Hearst and Sutton, Howard, Dobbins, Boyd on the bench. Any tips? I'm liking it with Kamara. Honestly, something I would look at doing, hit up the Henry owner with Kamara and see if you do Kamara and maybe a little extra for Henry, just a little bit. Just because with Kamara, I do worry a little bit that he's going to lose some value because it is a standard league. So you're not going to really get credit for any of his receptions.
Or if the people are down on Chubb, like so many people are,
That's true.
it's another guy. I mean, people are fading him because they're terrified of Kareem Hunt. If they're scared of him, he's got a lot of value, a lot more value in standard leagues.
Sosa 9. Team is Stafford, Kamara, Eckler, Ridley, Galladay, Waller, David Johnson, Swift, Deontay Johnson, Mecole Hardman, Latavius Murray, Herndon. What do y'all think? Love y'all, Sosa. We love you too. And I'm liking that team. Really liking that team. Very good.
Yes,
Deep at running back. Good high upside wide receivers. Pretty decent bench. I would like it if your bench was a little bit deeper. Keep an eye on that. Hit the waiver wire hard, but I like it. Jet Asalani. What do you think of the 8th pick going with CEH in round 1, Jacobs in round 2? I am not picking CEH in round 1 regardless. Just not doing it. I get it. I understand why. I'm not doing it. I would rather have at that pick, give me guys I've seen do it before. Give me Jacobs. Give me Eckler. Give me Henry. Give me Mixon. Give me all those guys over them.
Yeah, and even though you're taking Jacobs in the second, there's no guarantee that Jacobs will be there in the second for you. So what happens if you're banking on Jacobs in the second, he's taken, and then you got all that risk of CEH? Did you get the other one for Isaiah there? The Mike Gesicki one?
Oh, no. Did another one pop up? Oh, geez. My bad, Isaiah. This is the second time I've left him hanging. Mike Gesicki and Jay Smooth. Same time of breakout coming. Smooth equals Darren Waller from last year, and Mike G equals. I mean, they both could have a similar type of, huge efficiency type of breakout. I like them both. I think Jonnu Smith has the higher ceiling than what Gesicki does. But with all the people opting out now in Miami, he's definitely going to be one of the top targets.
Yes, 100%. His target share has definitely gone up here over the past, few weeks.
Daniel Marshall in a PPR. Who should I keep? Adams at the 1.2 or Aaron Jones at the 3.12. I'm also keeping James Conner in the 7th. Thanks for helping me win this year. Personally, if it's me, I'm going to scrap James Conner and I'm going to keep Aaron Jones and Adams instead, and I'll make a second round pick.
Yep, that's what I would do too.
Yeah.
I would have to agree.
And
because that's better value for Aaron Jones.
Yeah, we don't love Aaron Jones, but it all comes down to value. And again, that's pretty good value for Aaron Jones at the end of the 3rd round.
Yep, agreed. Chucky says, you guys Game of Thrones fans? I've never watched it.
I watched the first couple of seasons, but I never ended up finishing it.
I don't have time to watch TV. If I'm not watching football or film or recording videos, I'm not watching TV. Sometimes it's on for like background noise, but that's about it.
That's what I do. I play stuff like on the TV in the background while I'm researching and stuff like that, so I don't actually end up paying very much attention to any of it.
Yeah. Hawkinson or Gronk? Honestly, I got Gronk a little bit higher. I think Gronk, he's not going to be old school Gronk, but if Gronk can come out and get 600-700 yards and 10 touchdowns, he's top 10 all day long.
Isaiah just messaged me to let me know that's actually the 3rd time I've overlooked him tonight because the Napoleon dance.
Oh, wow. Yes.
It's coming, I promise.
It's coming. And when it does happen, we'll make a video of it and post it on every social media platform we have.
Lou says do a draft marathon. I actually threw out the idea to Jake the other night. I'm going to make him feel bad right here about doing like a 12-hour stream before the season starts.
I just don't know if I have the time to do it yet. I got to figure out how I would fit that in. I got to try. 12 hours is a long time.
It is. Marco Silva just subscribed to Patreon, the pro level. Love you all. Marco, welcome to the exclusive Headliner Nation. Do we think it's going to be a full season, Mark? Absolutely, we do.
Yep. This is funny. It says, James says, Jake only works, watches football, films videos, and drinks coffee. James, that's like my life. Like, you totally... Are you spying on me, James? Because that's about it. That's about all I do. Thoughts on Melvin Gordon? We don't really love him. Not a whole lot. Y'all ever done a 32-team draft?
Yes.
I mean,
I have.
Yes, I mean,
It's not any fun.
no, it's nothing that I would ever recommend. Ever.
That's part of the problem with it. If you don't have enough time to really commit to it, it's because you have to know your sleepers. You have to know guys with upside. If you are not fully prepared going into it, it's going to be tough.
Did we miss one from Mike Moment? He's saying he had a question.
I answered his question. I haven't brought it up.
I remember talking about it.
Yeah, he said, did I draft good? He's the one in a standard league. We even talked about trading Kamara for potentially Chubb or Henry.
Yeah, we got you there, Mike. Yeah, because you're talking about standard non-PPR. That's where you're talking about how you need to go after Henry or Chubb.
Yeah, we got you.
Over Kamara because the value is less. You may be able to entice one of those owners.
Yeah. We like the team. That's just the one thing we would do. But yeah, we got you. We answered it.
Let's see. What else do we have? Emmanuel Sanders, Ruggs, or Hardman. So Sanders, Ruggs, or Hardman. Give me Hardman. I'm gambling on him late in drafts a lot. I'd love me some Mecole Hardman.
Cade says you guys should do a mock draft with subscribers. Cade, actually, to everybody out there, last Monday, we're going to be doing again tomorrow. We're going to have mock draft Monday tomorrow for Patreons. What I did last week is randomly throughout the day, I would drop links in Patreon. First people to jump in, we would mock draft with them. I think we ended up doing 4 mock drafts last week, 12 teamers. So if you like mock drafting, it's something that we're going to continue to do. For our MVP Patreons, the other night, one of our MVP Patreons, Randall, he said, man, I've got a draft coming up in a little bit. Anyone want a mock draft? I really just want to kind of go through things one more time. What I do, I created a mock draft, dropped it in, and I drafted with everybody. So we are mock drafting constantly with our Patreon members. I plan on doing the same thing tomorrow with Patreon members. I'm going to be dropping random links throughout the day to mock draft with you all. We'll get our mock on.
Ryan Chen says, when can I expect my draft guide? I mean, I can't send it out while we're doing the live stream here, man, but I will. It'll be either later tonight or early tomorrow morning. My inbox has been destroyed tonight, but it'll be here in the next few hours. Chris Chow says, and we did it. I don't know what Chris did, but congratulations, Chris. You have done it. Awesome. Appreciate you.
Woo!
All right, Kyle. I don't know what he said we did, but we have done it.
Yes.
And here it is, 11:18 on the East Coast. We've been live streaming for 2 hours and 17 minutes. And I think this is going to be about it for the live stream. We still have 484 people watching, which is amazing. We greatly appreciate that support. But like Kyle said, we have videos we still need to record, so you guys have content this week. So yeah, that's kind of going to be a little bit of a priority here. Otherwise, you guys are going to come up tomorrow and be like, dudes, where's my videos? Because we know y'all. I mean, Isaiah coming in again, though. Isaiah. I mean, Simbi. I still don't know how to say the name, but Isaiah, this is a huge night. I mean, we greatly appreciate it, man. I mean, you're definitely taking care of us for sure. It says, had a positive week, so just going to break the bank here. It's almost my 1 year being Headliner Nation. Oops, my screen got cut off. And I don't know better guys to talk football with. Jake, appreciate that rankings video you posted. Absolutely, Isaiah. Thank you very much for all the support. Glad to hear that you had a great week. Absolutely.
Hey, don't worry. Just plan on everyone there. Just plan. Someone said donate more so they stay. Hey, just as a reminder, everybody, up until the season starts, Sunday nights at 9 a.m., we're going to be 9 p.m. Sorry. Sunday nights, 9 p.m. We'll be right here. In season, Saturday nights is when we will be live streaming. Okay. So put that on your calendar. We are going to be putting out a schedule here soon. We have a team meeting this week, actually, to talk about some things some more, but we'll post a schedule kind of like we did last year to give you guys an idea of what videos come out, what days, and when we're going to be live streaming, so y'all can plan for that content all season long.
Yeah.
Isaiah said that he wants that $20 dono to be for a draft guide.
Okay.
You're good, Isaiah. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we got one more draft guide to give away. Abraham Rother, what do you think about Hunter Henry? LOL, forgot to put that in my first donation. No problem, Ibrahim. Hunter Henry, I like him. He was actually in one of my must-have tight end videos. Really do think that he could have a breakout season with Tyrod Taylor. He's just got to stay healthy. That's the thing.
Kyle, the people are talking about it.
Oh,
the people are talking about it because I set the goal of 900, and everybody's like, forget the content. We're trying to hit 900 likes.
Okay.
Taylor's saying
y'all
we
got to 11:25. It's 11:20 right now. Y'all got 5 minutes to get 15 likes.
Yeah.
I'm setting my timer right now.
Set a timer.
Ready?
Because we're going to stop the stream in about 5 minutes. If we can get those 15 likes, I'll let it flow. If not, I mean, that would be a record, I think. 900 likes in just a live stream, I think, would be a new record for us. Not for a video. I think our record for a video is 7,200 likes. But, whatever. Listen, there's some funny comments coming in. 14 short. We're getting so close. I still have one more draft guide to give away. Oh, Connor. Actually, now we have 2 more draft guides to give away because Connor wants to give away another one.
And we just hit 900 likes.
And that did not take long at all. You set a 5-minute timer and it took 45 seconds. We're actually at 913 likes, which is crazy.
Mike Moment says, thanks for answering my donation. Kamara and Dobbins, Howard, or Boyd for Henry. Which one should I include with Kamara? Really, any of the 3. It doesn't really matter. If I can pull that off, I'll trade any of the 3 to get them.
Dude, I can't believe we just hit 900 plus likes on a live stream.
923 now.
You guys are amazing. This is crazy.
Holy cow.
Dang it, I forgot to get a drink first. Oh, well.
I'm starting to get a headache from this damn bandana.
Did you just say damn bandana?
Yes.
That's amazing. All right.
I'm going to have to double bag it.
Wow.
That's what I start calling it.
You're going to double bag it. Perfect. All right. So we got 2 draft guides left to give away. How about this, Kyle? Randomly, as we let it flow, I'll pick one winner, you write it down. You pick one winner, and I'll write it down.
Did you get that one from earlier, that Cypher Oxide?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. So I forgot to tell you.
All right, I got it. So I'm just going to randomly pick a guy as we're going through. Make sure you write it down for me, though.
All right, I got it.
This is an amazing community. Absolutely Zap Inc. It is 100%. All right, here we go. Count me in, Kyle.
3, 2, 1. Let it flow.
Russell McEwen, Drake for Chubb in Dynasty. No, I'd much rather have Chubb in Dynasty. Don't take a drink, Grayson. I totally forgot to do it, and it absolutely sucks. 940, Lou Gehrig. Yes, we're at 943. It is continuing to climb, and we love to see that. What round would you take Singletary? Hopefully he falls to the 5th. Been a huge fan since last season. Let it flow, Cameron. Absolutely greatly appreciate the support. Pick me, says somebody. Napoleon Dance says Hector. It's coming. He still hasn't practiced and has no room. Flow! Absolutely. Wow. Brandon Johnson is a little bit surprised that you said double bag on the internet. Common swag. What about flow all over the place? We're about to, because I'm pretty delirious at this point. Ridley or DJ Moore? I still have DJ Moore slightly higher, but they're really close. Marwin Assad says he's new to fantasy. Well, welcome to fantasy. Josh Allen or Drew Brees? Right now, I think I'm going to go with Josh Allen by a hair. LFG. You all know what that stands for. Pick me, pick me, pick me. There's a lot of those flying through. What round would you take Singletary? I'm still going to say the 5th, just like I did a second ago. TJ Schumann, one of our boys. TJ, I see you out there in the chat, but I couldn't see what you said because it's just going too fast. Oh, he just said hi, Jake. Hi, TJ.
Taylor said if we get 1,000 likes, he'll donate more draft guides.
Who said that?
Taylor.
Oh my gosh, Taylor never wants us to stop. Advice for a new league commissioner: don't put up with anybody's bull crap. You run it. Get a quarterback and tight end last rounds. Is that good? Nah, not last rounds, Mark, but we're trying to shoot for about round 7, 8, or a little bit later. Singletary or David Johnson? I got David Johnson higher. Mikey Mink just throwing out hearts. Mikey, we love you. Tim Odom says, hook me up, please. Mahomes plus Hill? Yeah, I like that combination right there. What about Drake and Jacob? Drake or Jacobs? I got Jacobs a little bit higher right now. Mixon or Drake? Give me Drake still by a hair. Thoughts on Juju? If Big Ben is healthy, Juju's going to ball out. Ranch or blue cheese? Give me ranch. Pick Ahmad. Ahmad is telling everybody to pick himself. You're my boy, Blue. Absolutely, Derek. What's going on? I thought Derek was just here to say hi to Mark. Oh, wow. Lance is gone. He's just surprised we're flowing again. I guess Hunt, what round? Probably round 5 or 6. Hopkins or Devante Adams? Give me Devante Adams. Jacobs or Drake? Still Jacobs. Same questions. Don't repeat questions. Put them in there once. Let it flow, baby. That's right. You better believe it. First pick of 2020. It's probably still going to be CMC for a lot of people. If not, it's Barkley. Breida or Damian Harris? If it's a deeper league, I'll take a stab on Damian Harris, but Breida has more week 1 upside. OBJ or Hopkins? Give me OBJ. Eckler or Jacobs? I still got Jacobs just a tiny bit higher. Best quarterback wide receiver stack? I love the Matt Ryan, Julio Jones stack here this year. Also, I don't hate Baker and Odell Beckham, even though everybody else does. Blessed with a draft guide, Jake to Jake. He's the winner, Kyle. Jake Maneri is my winner. Pick
Jake
me. Jake Maneri. Jake Maneri is the winner. Let's see here. What about Galladay or Metcalf? I got Galladay a lot higher. He's my wide receiver 5 right now. Rojo or Akers? Give me Akers. Carr or Jimmy G? Give me Carr. Hopkins or OBJ? Give me OBJ. I still got Hopkins a little bit higher. Jake, use a straw in the drink. That'd be great if I thought about that before the show started. Sam Darnold, not a fan. Le'Veon Bell or Fournette? Give me Fournette all the time. Hashtag swag flow. That's what we're calling this right now. Jake, you need a helmet with a big blue star, brother. Send it to me, Jason. I'll wear anything. Favorite streaming DST for week 1? It's not even week 1 yet. We're not looking that far ahead. We're trying to get through drafts first. Cam or Ben? Give me Cam. Julio in the second round over a running back? It depends what running backs are on the board at that time. Mac or Breida? Give me Breida. Predator or Terminator? Give me Predator. Eckler or Sanders? Give me Eckler right now. Burrow or Locke? Give me Locke. What about pick me? I'm a new subscriber again. Must have a lot of new subscribers or somebody's repeating comments. Jacobs or CEH? Give me Jacobs. Sanders or Eckler? Give me Eckler. Draft guide me, please. Kyle Sung. Lamar or Mahomes? Give me Mahomes. Yeah, mama. Okay, cool. Deshaun or Prescott? Give me Dak. 9th pick. Which running back? It depends who's there. Henry, Chubb, Eckler, any one of those guys. Mixon. Robert Woods or Juju? I got Juju higher right now. Carrots or celery? Give me some celery with my wings. What about Eckler or Sanders? Same question again. Bless you and that draft guide. Absolutely, thank you. What's the earliest you'd take Fournette? Probably 4th round-ish. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? Sorry to tell you, but I've never seen either. Dolphins rule. Okay, cool. Where is Waller at in your ranks? He's not inside the top 5. He's a little bit lower this year. He's got a lot more people that have to worry about targets in that offense. Taylor or Mack? Give me Taylor, 100%. How's Jacobs, Drake, Carson, Akers, and Lindsey for a running back stable? Absolutely. I'm not going to say I love it, but I like it. I like the Drake and Jacobs start to it. CEH over Drake? Nope, not in my rankings. Hollywood or Chark? Give me Hollywood. Need a draft guide and follow Russ FFR, whoever Russ FFR is. Any wide receivers besides Thomas in the first round? Not for me. I like chicken. Hey, I like chicken too. I don't know what's going on with Kyle Scream, but there's a lot of things moving around. Cam Akers? Yeah, Cam Akers is getting a bump. Get ready, Kyle. I'm about ready to tag you in. Gurley or Connor? Give me Gurley. QB and a tight end in the last rounds? No, they're going earlier. Draft guide, question mark? I gave mine away. Kyle still got one left. Debo or Terry? Right now, give me Terry McLaurin. Clyde or Drake? Give me Drake. You never seen either? Nope, I really haven't. Why would I lie to you? Akers, Henderson, Swift, and White. If I'm picking just one, I'm going with James White. Kenny Galladay or Amari Cooper? Give me Kenny G.
Whew. Jake, you ready for this?
Yep.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, snap. It's happening. Oh.
There you go.
Woo! Doing the dance, feeling the flow.
All you can see is my head. What? Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got to double bag
right.
it again.
Oh, yeah. Whew, man.
Would you take Lamar Jackson and standard as a first? I'm out of breath.
You're out of breath.
Just fixed my computer audio. Feeling good. Awesome. What are your thoughts on Ingram and Dobbins in half PPR? You can get them both. Dobbins is kind of climbing a little bit right now, so it depends on what it would be. Swag Rich or Kyle? I guess it's Swag Rich. Hit me with a draft guide. You guys are awesome. Possibly Hearst or Edelman in the 8th. It depends on who you have at wide receiver. Ricky says I'm a pretty girl. Allen Robinson, Mike Evans, or Aaron Jones? Allen Robinson. Fournette or Chris Carson? Fournette. What are your thoughts on Ingram and Dobbins and half PPR? I got that one already. Don't do it, Rich. Next dance, Kyle. Keep it up. Swag Rich has entered the building. Marquise Brown, Devante Parker, AJ Green, Parker for me. Haven't played fantasy football in 3 years. Need a little help with the guide. Possibly tight end whisperer. Who are your top 3 tight ends other than Kittle and Kelsey? Mark Andrews, Darren Waller, and Zach Ertz is like at 5 for me. Allen Robinson, Mike, I already got that one. Fuller or AJ Green? Honestly, I'll take some upside with Fuller. I'm all right with that. Kamara, Derrick Henry, Kamara just barely. Let's get to 1,000 likes. I don't know if we're going to get there. We're still 40 away. People think I've got dance moves equivalent to OBJ. Allen Robinson, I already got that one. Don't do it, swag. Already done. Henderson and Lamb for Moss start. It depends. I want the Lamb side. I don't really want Moss start. Jones or Allen? It's Allen for me. Pittman Jr. or Paris Campbell? Thoughts on CEH? Take him in the 3rd round. Guide or no guide? Y'all are great. Thank you. Rojo or a stub toe? I'll take Rojo. Jake wants a stub toe. He'll take a broken one at this point. Jalen Rager or Mecole Hardman? I'll take Rager. Kyle Swagrich, I am your man for the draft guide. That was awesome. Question. Pick 2. Chubb, Drake, or Sanders? Chubb and Sanders. Should I draft AB with my last pick? No, don't worry about it. Kyle, draft a guy. Are you afraid of Edmonds taking snaps from Drake to the point where round 2 is too early? Probably not that, because you'll still have some pretty legitimate upside with efficiency. Akers or Taylor for me. Daniel Jones or Josh Allen? Nice moves, Kyle. Appreciate it. Rojo or Funchess? Rojo. Deontay Johnson, like him. Definitely could be a breakout. Jake loves him. Swag Rich, save me with draft guides. Woods or Cup? Wood. Swag. McCaffrey, Galladay, Odell Beckham. Good first 3. Yes, absolutely love it. Nervous about running backs? Yeah, you will be, because you'll have to definitely make sure you get one after that. Someone thinks I'm Chris Brown secretly. I don't know about that. Tariq Cohen or Matt Breida? I'll take Breida. Should you draft 2 quarterbacks? I don't ever. Drake or Mixon? Juju or Terry McLaurin? Juju. Oh geez. I don't. I got nothing.
We try delirious at this point, Kyle.
Quick and then.
Whew. Kyle, that was 6 flows in a live stream. 6 flows, and all we see is your forehead. Are you with us, Kyle?
Barely.
I know.
God.
Awesome. Absolutely. Jeff says it best right there. Best fantasy community out there. There's not a better one. I don't care what you say. Connor Lambert's out there. He's even giving shout-outs to the graphic department, so Taylor is the one to thank for that. Kyle's just feeling good. He's just going to dance until he can't dance no longer. But this is what it's all about. We're having fun together. We're enjoying each other. We're having, a good time. There's a lot of hate in the world right now. A lot of hate for no apparent reason. And you know what? It's time that we start spreading a little bit more love. And if me and Kyle can do a little bit at a time with some funny dances, some funny sayings, some fantasy football videos, that's what we're going to do, because that's what it's all about.
Do I look sweaty?
Yeah, you look sweaty. You look more than that. But, to sit here on a live stream and get 970 likes, that's so close to 1,000. If we can hit 1,000 in the next 2 minutes, great. But it is 11:35 here on the East Coast. We still have to record some videos for you guys. Been out here for 2.5 hours talking football, and we absolutely love it. This is what Kyle and I love to do. This is what we want to be able to do full time. That's what we're going for. This is not our full-time job, but that's what we're trying to become. So you guys are the ones helping us get there, and we greatly appreciate that. Just a reminder, if you're on the fence about purchasing a draft guide, the starter pack is up and for sale on our website. It'll give you 2 sections, the perfect draft and a draft strategies articles, to kind of help walk you through it, to give you a taste of the draft guide. Once you see the way that it's laid out and how sexy it is, because Taylor made it that way, you also get the promo code in that purchase to purchase your draft guide for $15. That way you're paying the original price, but you kind of get to see it and test drive it before you purchase it if you're on the fence. So make sure you go and do that. Kyle, we're only 13 likes away from 1,000 on a live stream.
I'm seeing a lot of questions about me shaving my head. I will consider shaving my head if we get 1,000 people on Patreon.
1,000 people on Patreon, and you'll consider shaving your head.
Yeah. That's how much my hair means to me.
That's a lot. I mean, I don't think I could ever see Kyle shaving his head. But
Taylor said if we get to 1,000 likes, he's giving away more draft guides. We're 10 away right now.
Taylor's going, all right, guys, end the stream.
Nine away. All right, so here's the thing real quick. We're going to give him another minute. We're 8 away. This offseason has been crazy, and it has been nothing what Jake and I expected. Going into the 2019 season, which was thankfully my first season full-time here with the Fantasy Headliners, and it was awesome. We had some hefty goals, some really hefty goals. Like we wanted 70,000 subscribers. We blew that out of the water. We wanted to sell a certain amount of draft guides. We thought there it is, 1,000 likes. We thought we were being a little overzealous with the amount of draft guides we wanted to sell. We blew that out of the water. We had some awesome partnerships and sponsorships. Taylor just donated 3 more draft guides. I had to do math there in my head for a second. Taylor, appreciate you, man. Everyone do a hashtag Taylor in the chat. We had some awesome sponsorships. We worked well with a lot of companies, and we thought that we were just set up to absolutely crush it in 2020. And then March gets here, and thankfully we got a chance to go to the combine, and Jake and I spent some time there, press passes down there in the heat of it. And when that happened, we were like, oh man, it's on this season. This is awesome. We're going to be at the draft. March gets here and just everything shuts down. And all off season long, we've just been looking at each other like, man, when's it going to pick up? When's it going to get here? When are people going to come back? That's why we've been trying to stay positive. And that's why we've been trying to tell all you guys, football is going to happen. We got to think like that. We got to think positive. And there's been days where Jake and I have said to each other, my God, is this worth it right now? Like, it's insane. Like with everything going on, nobody really wants to watch right now. Nobody wants to do anything. And we just kept going because we kept saying to each other, even if we had a bad day, the next day we'd wake up and we'd be like, all right, we're energized. The people here love it. They want it. They're going to come back. It's going to happen. And then over the last several days, all of a sudden, boom, it's exploded again. We have over 600 people at one time in this live stream tonight. We have over 1,000 likes. We've got people paying it forward. We got people joining Patreon. So there's not many things that I can guarantee in life because life itself isn't guaranteed. But I can guarantee every single one of you at Headliner Nation that have subscribed to the channel, that are on Patreon, that have bought a draft guide, that you are going to get 110% from Jake and I all off season long, or all season long. We're going to put out the best content we possibly can because all of you deserve it. You're helping to take care of us. We're going to take care of you. You're supporting us. We're going to support you. We've got a team put together that's going to be absolutely awesome. Both the Chris's. We've added Ryan Weiss, who you're going to start seeing Patreon content from. Really excited to have him. Taylor is a huge part here. Absolutely thankful to have Taylor because we couldn't do a lot of what we do without him. He is a huge part of this. Mac, the lone boner himself, giving a shout out to him. Chris Candy doing DFS. Chris Chouse, who does an absolutely awesome job with his content that he writes and running the podcast for us. Leor Colton. Leor, he just started up college and he's still not just started up. He just went back. But he's a writer for his university newspaper and he's still putting out content for us. Did I forget anybody? Ethan. Oh shit. Ethan, my bad. Oops. Crap. Ethan, the Dr. Ethan Turner himself. I told you guys, over and over that this is something that nobody else is doing on YouTube. We've got something exclusive with Ethan. He's going to be on here once a week. We're going to be doing stuff with him so we can keep you up to date on all the injuries happening. So just from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Love all of you. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you supporting us and loving the content. And we're just going to keep doing it over and over and over and over for you guys because y'all deserve it. That's what it is.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Myself. Yeah, it's been a long night. And because Taylor donated 3 more draft guides, I got a couple winners here that I've been looking for as Kyle was speaking. First one's going to be Cade Keith. Cade Keith, go ahead and send me an email. We will go ahead and hook you up with a draft guide. Let's see here. The next one's going to be Joe Smalls. Joe Smalls, you can go ahead and send me an email. Also, you'll be the winner of the second one. And then the last one is Sonny Movado. Sonny, go ahead and email me, and I'll get you hooked up. I just want to say that tonight, aside from everything that everybody did, the people of this community donated 17 draft guides to somebody else. How many live streams have you ever watched where people will donate to give money away to other people? That is amazing to see. You don't see that. I don't care if it's fantasy football or anything else. And that's because of you guys. And to see stuff like that, to see the positivity that can come from something as simple and exciting and fun as fantasy football proves to me that there still is good left in the world, and it doesn't matter how little of a platform or how big of a platform you have, you can make a difference and you can do something to better somebody else that may not be in that situation, and that's what it's all about. I mean, everything that Kyle said is right on the head. I mean, this is a family, this is a community. A lot of people will suck up to you and tell you a bunch of bull crap just so you can hit the subscribe button to them. But that's all they care about is the numbers. We don't care about the numbers. We care about the people. We try to learn the people. That's why we communicate in comment sections. That's why we do these live streams. This is what we do it for. It's not just because. It's because we actually care. I mean, we really pay attention to people. So, yeah, I mean, to see 1,000 likes on a live stream is crazy, and I greatly appreciate it. That is something that has never happened before for us. But it doesn't go overlooked. We are very much grateful for that, and thank you very much. Last question here: Damon Clayton, Drake Mixon, or Gurley for your running back 2 in a non PPR. So if it's non PPR, you got Drake Mixon or Gurley. I'm going to go with Mixon. Yep, I'm going with Mixon also. So Zap Inc. is out there saying I'm not crying, you are. Yeah, but that's part of being real, right? I mean, we're just being real. I had a great email conversation with a member of this community who sent me an email trying to figure out why we do what we do. And I laid it out, plain and simple. And I didn't sugarcoat anything. And we're not ever going to be like that. If we think that people are being taken advantage of or doing something, we're going to step in and say it. I mean, we may say it jokingly because we're not out here to call everybody out. But we're here to look out for the people. We don't care about all the BS and people on Twitter with blue check marks. They can hashtag suck it for all I care too. All right, because regardless of what other people do, we're not going to go out there and
can Taylor do a shirt, the outline of your body, kind of like with my swag? Yes, and it says
Taylor. Can you do a suck it shirt?
Blow it, and it's you doing this.
Taylor, if you can do a suck it shirt, that would be awesome.
Anna dropping a quick dono to cap things off here. And I think this is a great word to end on here. She says, Headliner Nation is just a reflection of you all and what you do. Y'all are the best. Thank you, Anna. Really, really appreciate that. And on those words there, I think it's time to get on out of here so we can do some more research, get you a video out tomorrow, and hopefully get some sleep tonight.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of sleep. All right. Well, hey, we greatly appreciate you guys. Had fun tonight. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend, a great week here coming up. We look forward to next Sunday because we'll be here once again with you, and we'll have a week's worth of shows. So make sure you stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate you. Have a good one.